A podcast Thursdays here with Morgan McFlurry. She is a big McFlurry fan, a connoisseur of McFlurries, as some people would say.
I'm sorry.
McFlurries? Those are delicious.
I love me McFlurs.
Where's the stroopwafels?
Would you guys say that you're a bigger fan?
I thought you guys would enjoy that
brought one.
pun I used on the title of the latest podcast, Stroop Tease.
All right, cool.
But I had a
cool.
whole pack and a half at home when I left that morning,
Yeah.
and they were all gone by the time I made it
I
home.
think let's try to decide this. Okay, so Dilly Bars or McFlurries or peanut butter parfait.
Dilly bars.
Dilly Bars, Dane.
Okay. I was old school DQ for a while with the Dilly Bars, but I can mix it up.
I can see being a
Might mix
McFlurry
it up.
guy.
I get blizzards
Used
all
to
the
like
time.
Blizzards.
Yeah.
You got Blizzard
Because I
guy?
got the DQ down the
But
street.
McFlurries were my jam in like middle school. I love those
Yeah.
Oreo ones. Those
Yeah.
were
So you know it's a good Blizzard.
We
Absolutely.
are live.
And we're just
Hey,
chatting it
we're
up
talking
until
about
we
some,
see some comments
talking
coming
about
in.
some ice cream.
Yeah.
So,
What are
Morgan,
your guys' favorites?
What's your favorite?
There we go, Rocco. You know what's up.
Yeah.
McFlurry
Luke, you
with
made it.
fries.
With fries.
Luke,
Yeah,
Luke
Luke's on
actually
time
called
today.
3 times today just to make sure you knew what time the
Well, I always try and
live
put
was, right?
the word out like 5-10
Pretty sure
minutes
that's what
in
it was.
advance. Because if you do it too soon, people don't show up because they forget.
Yeah.
But if you do it like right before, then that doesn't give enough people enough
Yeah.
time. So it's like that. Try and figure out when to promote it.
It's
But
good.
YouTube puts out the call, so I mean, do what you can.
Morgan,
with that.
Dilly Bar, McFlurry, Morgan McMurray with the McFlurry.
Morgan
McFlurry
McFlurry.
with
like-
fries.
Wow.
Oh. What
A
about
McMurray with
How
fries.
about we add one
Okay.
more? What about the Frosty?
The
Chocolate
Oh,
Frosty
classic.
from Wendy's.
Oh.
Frosties are
Also-
deceivingly good for how simple they are.
with fries, the chocolate frosty
Yeah.
from
I know there's some
Wendy's
grossed out
fries.
people in the audience, but that is awesome.
No, it
No,
is.
that's
They
a
are
real
so
thing. I think
good.
that
I know.
transcends all races and colors
True.
or religions.
Yeah.
I'm loving these
Is a-
comments
is
coming
a-
in here. So now we're starting to get people to pour.
All right, guys.
So I
Nice.
guess we could start
Has
talking.
to be the Oreo McFlurry with curly fries from Rallies. Oh, I wish we had a
Yeah,
Rallies
We don't
here.
really have rallies over here.
Cookies
so.
and cream, green tea, mango, taro, and coconut.
It's a
Wow.
good
Little
idea, though.
sorbet with chocolate
Whoa. All right, Didrik.
Sorry,
Thanks.
Levi. I
Wild.
think
Bring
your
that up.
cup is in the way of the
So
comments there.
Didrik and I, what? Oh, for you,
Just
not for me.
Not for you.
Yeah, I can see him just fine. I'm putting him back here.
Thanks,
There we
bud.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's good. I'm
All
seeing
right.
great comments. So I think it's time to
All
start
right,
addressing
let's start
them.
answering some questions. So, first off, just wanted to say thank you guys for all tuning in. This is awesome.
Yes.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for the next 2 hours where we answer your queries,
That's right.
your questions. Hopefully, we'll give you
Your
some
concerns?
give you some A's, some answers
To your cues.
to your Q's.
Yep. Gonna put some A's and some D's. I like it.
We're just gonna put some A's and some D's.
All right, so
Not what
that's
we're
enough
doing.
of that.
Q's
Just
and A's.
really, wow, I'm sure there's folks like, I thought this was a detailing podcast.
All
I
right,
don't understand
all
what's
right.
going
So,
on.
well, in case you guys were wondering what we did today, I got my new wheels. You probably saw it on Instagram. And what did I do with my wheels out there, Anthony?
You coated
We
your wheels.
coated
You
them.
Coated them.
Yeah.
You ceramic.
I used a ceramic coating.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what I used because it is a prototype and one I cannot discuss, but application was really good, easy to
Yeah.
put on,
Yeah.
pretty easy to wipe off. Like, I thought it was easy to wipe off. What do you think?
Yeah. That was really easy to wipe off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I really liked it. Really, really nice. I can't wait to play with it some more on some paint and some clear, clear.
Yeah, some
and
clear coat.
some
It did-
single
I will say,
stage, a little bit of
I
everything.
put a little bit on the hood,
Yeah.
and I waited a little longer,
Okay.
about 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and it got a little harder to wipe off.
Yeah.
So the window really is that 2 to 3 minute
Yeah.
time frame. So, so
No
that
bad.
was good to know. It was nice to be able to play with that on the hood and, get to know the product a little bit better. But I got coated wheels now. All 5 of my Mambas
Very
are coated.
nice.
So
They're good looking wheels.
yeah, they'll be rad. We'll
I
be
like-
excited when we get it. All right, Tim, get it back
All
up
right,
there.
let's scroll to the top there and start with the questions.
All right,
Anders.
Hey
Oh,
guys, and
you
Morgan, another great Thursday. Anthony, I think you mentioned that one of your favorites was OPT Instant Detailer. Maybe I'm wrong, but anyway, what is your tip for towel for it?
My tip for towel.
Tip for
I'll
towels.
give you a towel for tip, all right. All right. So OPT Instant Detailer, it is one of my favorites. I like
Yeah.
it. It's called the Instant Detailer and Gloss Enhancer. It does add a nice gloss. It does add a nice shine, and it smells good. It's a really good user experience. So for that towel, typically I'll use like a creature edgeless, something that has a little bit of bite to it, right? But something that's also going to be able to spread evenly. So I like the creature with the longer piled side. works pretty fantastic. The Eagle 350 is great as well.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of a thicker towel, you can go with the Everest 550 or even the Eagle 500. But I think the Creature is just an all-around great towel for that, and even Optimum Car Wax. And the combo
Solid.
of the two, very good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So a bunch of McFlurry talk. We went
Raul
through
does.
that.
Hi, guys. Rocco, like the McFlurry with fries. Luke's not late this week. Like I said, Luke actually called the TRC HQ 3 times today.
Very responsible.
So, Luke, we appreciate it. He had some great questions, and we were able to answer them for him. So,
Oh, you should have
Chase.
saved them for this.
Hello, Levi, Dane, Morgan, and Anthony. Hope your day is well.
It is.
Thank you, Chase. Rocco's Modern Life has to be Oreo McFlurry with curly fries from Rallies. Again, we don't have
My
Rallies,
man.
but that sounds delicious. Elevated Shine started using OptiClean on interiors. Why did I wait so long?
I don't know.
Well, I'm glad you
Yeah.
eventually figured it out because
It's pretty rad, and it's great for wheels and tires, too.
It
Yes.
is. OptiClean's awesome. Love that stuff.
All right. RS3 Attic, Corey Mather, Q&A Thursday. Brah, 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 brah. Perfect. Per Willie Anderson. Oh, Anderson. OptiClean versus O&R, extra concentrated for waterless car wash?
If you're doing waterless, I would just go straight
Dude,
to
just
OptiClean.
OptiClean.
Yeah.
You don't even need to mess with
O&R
that.
is great, but OptiClean is unique, actually.
Apologies
it's
for
not
the-
just the same product.
For my allergies. There.
Oh.
I'm
Everybody's
stuffed
been a
up.
little sneezy lately.
All right. I've been the only one sneezing all day, last 2 days.
That Morgan
All right.
was like coughing and sneezing the
No,
other
that
day
was-
too.
Sneezing.
It's been me.
Oh.
You hear me sneeze. You can't hear it when you and Morgan sneeze.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Okay.
guys are silent sneezers.
I stifle them. I look like my head's gonna explode.
Yeah,
when
you
I
guys
do
are
it.
silent
Yeah.
sneezers. Anthony and I actually like yell out.
It's not great when you're getting stitched up.
I'm
Yeah.
sneezing. Like,
Well, yeah, and I fall on the ground, and then you guys have to resuscitate me
Yeah.
sometimes.
oh, you
Yeah.
like pass out almost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
not
much
so great.
You sneeze
wind.
so hard, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Chase. I like cookies of cream, green tea, marrow, taro, and coconut. Mango taro and coconut. Impressive.
That's quite a
Aram's
combo.
Random Life is saying that he is present and accounted for. Thank you. We were getting
Noted.
ready to do roll. Didrik, mango sorbet
Ooh.
with chocolate sauce. That sounds fascinating.
That is interesting and sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It does.
Luke Berge, dude, Stacy did an insane job on that Dane of Throne pick. If you haven't seen it yet, go to
Yeah.
Anthony's or to Dane's Facebook page. He is tagged in that photo.
It's concerning
is-
how well she did that in such a short amount
Stacy
of
has
time.
been killing it on the drawings.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a long hair guy, but she gave me Sean Bean's hair from the
Oh,
show,
yeah,
so it was
yeah.
like long and flowing.
But
I'm
with
like,
your face,
huh.
it was
With your
perfect.
face.
Yeah, but with my face,
It looked
and it
really
looked like
great.
my face. That was trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. So, Chase, the Filipino Magnolia brand is very good for green tea, coconut taro. Oh, okay.
Noted.
So good to know.
Nice.
RS3 boys hair game looking fresh.
We all.
That's because
Hey,
Anthony got a
we
haircut. Dane got a haircut.
Morgan
Morgan got a haircut. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
got
you're
one,
wearing
like-
a hat.
yeah, and I got one like 3 weeks ago. So
Nice.
I'm about due for one. How's the weather? Chase, it's raining.
Yesterday was insane.
It was thundering and lightning and raining. And
It was
now
like a
it's
monsoon yesterday.
Yeah.
Thunder. Give me thunder. Light
That's
me-
enough of that.
oh,
Moving
sorry.
on.
Oh, that is, I don't know how to do that.
Minister of Fresh. A friend of mine picked up an all stainless steel exhaust and wants to protect it. Any suggestions? I advise ceramic coating, just the tips.
Well, just a tip, just for a second, Minister Fresh. But here's what we want to do.
Oh no,
Use-
it's moving.
So get a metal coating specifically for metal, because a ceramic coating is usually most likely going to be for paint or clear coat. So you could just coat the tips, but they're probably not going to last because they aren't clear coated. So you're going to need to.
Okay,
Are you
buddy?
okay, Anthony?
He's dying of inappropriate laughter.
Is it something I said? I keep talking about coating the tip.
Just remember, he's a child.
So you need to clear
Underneath
coat
this veneer
you need
of
to
like
clear coat
responsible adult.
that kind of stuff. But since it's stainless, you're most likely going to need to reach out for a straight metal coating.
Yeah.
And Optima makes one. Shine Supply makes their bead lock, which is designed for metal as well.
Super cool stuff.
Super
yeah.
cool. Yeah, you can put that on there. Reach out to Shine Supply.
Spray
pick
it
up
on,
that
wipe
one.
it off. Yeah.
It's pretty. Well, that's one of their.
That's the other ones.
That's
yeah.
a sprayable stuff,
I
but
love
they're
that.
but you can actually put bead lock coating on metal, which
Yeah.
is pretty rad. So, and then all right. So next question. Vanilla Blizzard with cookie dough, brownie chunks, and cheesecake.
Ooh.
Rocco, that's my jam, dude.
Cheesecake, you're
I had
talking
one of
my
those.
language now.
I literally had one of those the other night. I live like less than half a mile from the Dairy Queen off of Boise Avenue. So I always run down there and grab a couple blizzards, head
Solid.
back, watch a night of
Solid.
Supernatural.
Also
My jam.
solid.
Yeah. Luke Berge, Breakbuster better be as good as you say it is. I got 4 gallons to try for the first time. Dude, you're going to fall in love with it. You're going to drink it. Don't drink it.
Oh,
You're
God,
gonna-
don't drink
your,
it.
Your car is going to drink it on the wheels because you're going to love it so much. So, and all the other cars you clean.
Well, yeah.
So.
Maybe do cars drink from the
And
wheels?
tires.
That's a strange.
I'm just saying it's gonna go.
Strange.
You're gonna love it.
Okay.
E92 guy. Hey guys, which are the best microfiber cutting pads? Lake Country, Rupes, Meguiar's, Eurofiber, or other?
Well, it depends on the product you're using along with the pads. I mean, that can definitely make a difference.
They're all really good. We're gonna say that we're partial to the Lake Country pad, microfiber pad, just because we sell it.
But I will say, you
So-
used a lot of Rupes pads too.
We've used a lot of the Rupes microfiber, which is really good because Jason Rose has done a lot of research on it, and he is
Yeah.
responsible for the original Meguiar's pad, so that everybody kind of fell in love with. And so, getting to Rupes, he kind of really got to flex his muscles with the development of a microfiber, the right microfiber pad that he wanted to build. So,
and emphasis on development. Like they
yeah.
really put a lot of thought and effort into it.
yeah. So realistically, my favorites are the Lake Country and the Rupes pads right off the top of my head because I've got a lot of seat time with them. I know a lot of people really love the Eurofiber.
Yeah, those are pretty popular.
As well. So realistically, you can't go wrong. They're all really good. Yeah. So Adam Thurman in the house.
Hey.
Sup? Didrik Lysel, why so early on? No, I must watch this while I'm working. Yep, I'm working late. You are working late, dude.
Didrik, you're always on here though.
Like, but all the Didriks are on here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more than one. I
Oh.
always get mixed up. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Rocco, thank you, man. They are pretty dope. I'm excited to put them on. I'm not excited about spending the money on tires for those wheels. So that's the only thing. So that's
That'll add up.
if any of you know a tire company willing to sponsor the Ragnarok, Ragforce 1, Unicorn Suburban, Fast 5 Suburban
It's
Hit
it's
me
a
up.
truck of many titles.
at Rag Company Levi on Instagram.
Well, technically only one title, but
Yeah. It's only got one title that it's owned by me.
bad
so.
jokes, bad jokes.
All right. Anthony,
All
take
right.
Bell details.
Whoa, it's moving. Okay.
Bell details here. It says, thanks for doing these. I bought and used Bead Maker to apply over Seacourts UK. With all the reviews about slickness, I was expecting much more slickness. Am I missing something? Not as slick over coatings?
That's strange, Bell.
That is strange.
How was your application? Did you spray enough product
Yeah.
on the panel in the first place, or did you just do one spray?
The initial application does need to be stronger than subsequent.
You need to be able to.
applications.
You're going to go through probably half of a pint bottle on your first application because you do have to coat the panel really well, and then you spray it on the towel, and then it's a wet application of wiping the surface, and then a dry towel to come back and wipe it off. So,
Correct, yeah.
that might be your issue, is that you just didn't use enough product.
Yeah.
With Bead Maker, that is the very first thing, and we said that many, many times. A lot of Bead Maker the first time you use it. So,
Yeah.
Hans, hello. Welcome. It's good
Yo,
to see
yo.
you, buddy. All right. Peter Smith. Hi, have you ever come across overspray on door trim and door rubbers? If so, what's the best way to get it off?
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. Anthony.
Well, different people tackle overspray different ways, but
Door rubbers
oh,
on door trim and door rubbers. How would you get it off the trim and rubbers, kids?
well, my
Test
first
time.
instinct with overspray is usually like, clay.
Leo, I was going to say, get yourself some lacquer thinner.
oh yeah, I mean that's always a go-to.
Yourself some lacquer thinner. Wipe it down.
Lacquer
But
thinner
it's
this, lacquer thinner that.
Door trim and rubber.
I'm
Can you use
thinking
lacquer
not.
thinner on that?
I don't think you should.
You can use a nail.
A fingernail on the rubber?
You can just pick at it.
You could, depending on how severe it is.
You can.
What if it's actually like a mist spray, like where it's literally like actually painted? How would you get that off? You couldn't scrape that, but if it was like dots or speckles, yes, you could do that.
Yeah.
It takes a long
Please.
time.
There's going to be a lot of dead air on this
Anybody?
podcast.
Come
if
on,
Levi
guys.
leaves them hanging.
Come
so.
on. I don't want to be dominating this thing. I want you guys to
Well, here's the thing. Maybe
your
we read
brains.
them and
Like-
you answer 'em.
like-
use your brain. Come on.
We'll go in circles.
Like, well,
Yeah.
like on my Civic, right, when they were spraying my house, I
You
got
have a
some
Civic?
overspray.
You have a Civic? What color is it?
Okay, so he's kind of dragging this out. Maybe we can keep this thing moving
All
along.
right. So Dane has no idea. Morgan is learning, so I'm going to give her benefit of the doubt. Anthony, you've provided some good answers.
My assumption is usually clay, but
No. I'm going to tell you, if it's light overspray, scrape it off. If it's heavy overspray, and let's say they've painted the actual door rubbers,
yeah.
you're just going to have to order new door rubbers.
There
There is no way to really get to remove paint from rubber.
No, well,
Without damaging the rubber.
What's going to happen eventually is if they actually oversprayed onto that rubber, right? Let's just say it's your actual weather seals on there. That paint will begin to crack.
Yep.
And will begin to hopefully flake off.
After about 10 years.
Well, yeah. I mean, so what you could do is if you have a controlled pressure washer, you can throw a 15-degree nozzle on there,
Without pulling the other. What if the paint isn't sealed properly between those two?
Then they should start going to Mako.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it depends on the amount of pressure of paint on the surface.
Dane, where's
You're
our
right.
Noted.
where's our candle at dinner?
All right.
All
Peter
right.
Smith.
That is enough
That's
of
how you
that.
do it, buddy. Good luck. Minister of Fresh, have you ever, after you've applied gloss coat to the car or wheels, do you have to apply OptiSeal or any other recommendations? Yes. At least 30 minutes after applying gloss coat, please apply OptiSeal.
Paul.
Hey,
everyone.
Paul. All right. Sorry, we were
First-time
kind of
viewer.
slow.
Woohoo.
Very
We're
nice.
getting on
Hello.
it. Hope you enjoy this.
Yeah.
Chase Guan, I remember in the episode Used Car Detailing Part 5, Paint Chip Repair for the red Volvo, we still have to work on the coating, trim, interior, and a lot of stuff left. Will there be any more vids? No, Dane
remembers.
sold that car.
No,
So
that's not true.
We can't do that video anymore.
Dane said this V50 just wasn't enough, and he went and got a C5 Z06.
Yeah.
I
They
mean,
would
I will
never.
have a Corvette or something eventually, but
So,
I
Dane,
was-
what's the deal?
So we've been really busy between trips and all these other things, and unfortunately, that video series did fall by the wayside. I apologize.
Well, it's because we
start
did
a
it-
lot of things.
we did it last
and
summer.
Then
And then we had SEMA,
stuff comes up.
and basically it feels like we've only been back from SEMA for like a week and a half.
But don't listen to them. I haven't sold the car.
No,
I
he
have the
hasn't.
car.
He actually tinted, you put the yellow lights on the bottom, took a
Yeah,
little
threw
page out of my book,
Little yellow fogs on
put some
there.
yellow fogs on it.
And
So-
yeah, so otherwise, I mean, really, it's just different wheels
Yeah.
on it now because winter came and went, so I couldn't have the big baller wheels on it.
Yeah.
Although I did sell those, so now I'm just
What?
stuck with stock wheels.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
You sold those?
Yeah.
When did you sell them?
like 3 months ago, 2 months ago.
Oh, did you get your
Yeah.
money's worth out of them?
Yes.
Good.
So that was good. But I definitely am interested in getting some new wheels on there, some cool wheels. Maybe not quite 19s, maybe 18s this time.
Nice.
But we'll see. Anyway, moving along. Luke.
All right.
Okay, Luke Berge. Is it Berge or Berge? I can never remember.
It's Bourgeois.
Bergois. All right,
Berge.
Luke
Why is
Bergois.
silent?
Target.
I made 2
Berge,
orders
why is silent?
today.
Target.
I got tire coating with one of them. Does a pearl towel come with? Well,
Yes.
Does it?
Should.
I don't know. Pearl with a tire coating?
They were.
They
were
w-
with them.
No.
Yeah,
That's
they were.
with the-
Yeah, they were.
Anthony, why are you ruining
With the
my
clear
candle?
coat. Clear coat comes with pearls.
The CCR.
Yeah, comes with pearl
Not-
towels.
You're correct.
So he asked for tire coating.
No, it does not come with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
and there's the
Yeah.
clarification.
Yeah.
We
No,
know
Luke.
things, otherwise we wouldn't
Luke's
do this.
gonna hang it on his wall when he gets it. It being the Game of Thrones pick. That's
I hung it
nice.
on the wall in my office, the
Yeah.
copy we made of it, because
You guys are gonna be
Stacy
copy
brought
brothers.
One by.
That's gonna
Yes.
be great. You guys could almost like create a unique communication device between those two pictures. That'll be
Okay.
great.
Some weird ethereal plane
Defenestrator.
stuff.
Defenestrator. When should we use a VLB with O&R as opposed to a steamer with O&R on leather? When you actually need to scrub the leather. That's pretty dirty. So
Actual
yeah.
agitation versus.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. Wow.
We're moving around. We'll find it.
Where are we at?
Oh. There we go.
All right.
Right there.
Stacy.
Stacy is a real artist with her drawings. Poor
Yes.
Morgan. Lol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's let Morgan read a few.
No,
of
he
these.
said poor Morgan because I think he probably typed that when you guys were talking about tips.
Oh.
And I'm sitting here like,
Laughing.
And I'm being the
You-
mature one.
I was
here.
just
I got
talking.
these-
They asked the question about muffler tips. I was
Yeah.
talking about them. So, all right. Elevated
Yeah.
Shine 2x4 applicator sponge with Paint Guard Pro. Will it absorb too much product? Yes. The applicator, the little 2x4 applicator. It's going to absorb some product, dude. There's a sponge in there, and it does not have a vapor barrier.
Correct.
We are planning on working on that in the future.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
It's on our
there's
list
certainly a
of
place
upgrades.
for a 2x4 applicator like the one we have, but having a barrier in one for other products is certainly an extra plus.
Yep. So,
All
all right.
right.
And Dane, go for it.
Chase Guan. I helped set up the Silicon Valley Auto Show in San Jose, California recently. Also, home of WECFest 2018. It was mainly dealership cars, but there was room for 56 customer-owned cars or custom-owned cars. So, I'll assume either way is correct there. Stanced, static, bagged, tuned, and modded. They all have high amounts of gloss. Most were using chemical guys, few were using Beadmaker and pink gloss, some McGuire's Ultimate line, and one person using Adams polishes. Hey, it's really going along with this one. It was really nice seeing many prepping their vehicles for the next day. Had some great conversations. One guy was using Chemical Guy's Happy Ending towel similar to Eagle Edgeless. Yeah, they look similar. However, I will note that there's a difference in the
There's a
construction.
difference in everything.
Yeah.
Like, they're totally different towels. You put them next to each other, and they're not even comparable. But they look.
You run them side by side.
They
That's the thing.
look.
People look at pictures online. They go, "Oh, that's the
Same
same as
towel."
that. It must
No.
come from the same."
No.
It doesn't.
Feel totally different, buddy.
Yeah. But we'll say, okay, we got Diedrich here. That is nice to hear, though, about the whole show, and it's nice to see people are using those products and stuff. So that's
Nice. Didrik says next week he's going to be following the Q&A from the Netherlands. He's going down to see Ed
Hey.
to learn. Awesome, dude.
cool. Good choice.
Tell the boys hello.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
that's going to be rad. He's going to go to TRC Europe HQ.
Mm-hmm.
The TRC EU HQ.
EU HQ.
EU
Oh,
HQ.
man, say that
Be
my
fun.
gosh.
20 times fast.
Chase told him about the Eagle Edgeless line while wiping my glasses with an orange beadmaker towel. He touched and said, "Oh yeah, he'll check it out." Hell yeah, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Water Smart Detailing. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. And Bait Addict. Hey, guys. S4 Addict here. Levi, you were right about the whole beadmaker issue I had. Just did a light clay on my CSL, coated car, and applied beadmaker. Great hydrophobic qualities. You're welcome,
There
dude.
you go. All right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Rocco's Modern Life. Oh my God, I hate buying tires too. I quit the Camber gang because of premature tire
Yeah,
wear.
dude. I'm
Well,
all about rotations.
How does
proper-
Morgan feel about
all
this?
about proper rotations. I'm all about proper air checks to make sure that my tires are wearing evenly. Mm-hmm. Not about the camber game.
All right, but how does
But
our fellow
Morgan-
stance kid feel about this?
Anthony, now that you're in the camber gang with your stanced out Civic.
And paranoid to go into any parking lot.
This is true. Now, living this life, it has changed me.
Yeah.
It's a real
I
low
would like
life
to,
now.
I'd like to
God.
say that it has changed me for the better. We had a friend yesterday that wanted to join me in my car to go out to dinner, and I said that he couldn't come in it because not.
He couldn't ride with you.
I hear
ride
there's
the
a
car
lot of
with you?
people say that, so I mean...
He couldn't ride shotgun.
don't.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
It was
Step
just
out of the
it
room
was
right now.
just
Get
we're-
out.
We're super low, and that it would have been a bumpy ride,
Yeah.
and I'm not wanting to rub in the wrong way. So
Yeah.
that's where basically I said, hey, until I get my camber adjusted, I'm gonna have to hold off on you coming with me.
Yeah.
So
Well, and he was pretty heartbroken. So then he had
Yeah.
to go get into a lowered Elantra
yeah,
with bigger wheels than your
and,
car.
and blown out struts.
And blown out struts with a 2-inch lowering kit. And I had to take myself,
Yeah.
him, and John to dinner.
So 3 full-grown men.
3 grown men.
Which
We were running about an extra, 550 pounds.
With blown suspension, and he was able to handle it.
And I would say that my car's lower than yours.
I would argue that
It might be.
Pretty sure my
actually.
car's
I don't-
lower than
Having
yours.
seen him
I
a few
don't
times,
think
I
so.
kind of wonder.
He's not
Oh.
about the low life.
well,
All right, enough of that. So,
Anyway, we didn't rub. That was
Luis,
a great thing.
Vasquez. Hi, everyone. Flex.
Nice.
All right.
Bait Addict back.
We'll never
Also,
call it the right name
listening to
anymore.
you guys every Thursday while I do my office job in software engineering. Thanks for always
Woo,
doing
yeah.
this.
yeah.
Love listening to the podcast while coding too. Super zen. Oh,
Awesome,
that's
man.
nice, dude.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, our terrible jokes. I don't know if they inspire Zen or not, but hey, we're doing what we can. Chris Osby. Morgan, why don't you get this one?
Of course. Any increased results when adding OCW OptiSeal, then top it off with Beadmaker, or is that overkill?
I mean, well,
What do you think?
I'm going to give you this one. OCW, by the way, is Optimum Car Wax.
That's So, not overkill. I just would skip Optimum Car Wax and go OptiSeal, then Bead Maker. Kill the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's how I roll.
Well, let's see.
Didrik,
All right.
Didrik says, yeah, I need to keep an eye on you guys and girls.
Yeah,
Smiley
you do.
face. Defenestrator says, another double entendre.
We're full of them.
Luke Berge,
that mean?
I don't
I don't know
normally
what
have
that is.
issues with overspray on my rubber.
Oh, my God.
He
Can we
tries
go
putting
back?
on pants. He says to try out putting on pants.
You're not serious, are you? You
I don't know
what a
what
double
No,
entendre
I'm
is?
kidding.
No?
I'm
That's
It's
kidding.
when you
about
say
it.
something and it has multiple
Yeah,
meanings,
it's
usually
the sto-
dirty.
It's the story
yeah,
of our lives.
yeah, that is the story
All
of our
right.
lives.
So that's what our podcast should be named.
Yeah, double entendre, triple entendre.
All right, so here we go. So Chase, I got these next few here. Most of the car show had great QD wash techniques. Some others would wipe down with pressure, like wiping a dinner table. Is it rude to, for some reason, that 2 is darker. Is it rude to quietly tell them it's not good, even after a great convo? Absolutely. Be upfront with them and say, hey, man, you have a nice car. It's a shame that you are using these wrong techniques. And then
Wow.
go,
Oh, you don't start it out that way. You go,
Yes,
let me
you
show
do.
you something that's going to blow your mind.
no.
Feel my car.
You
No.
approach it positively.
You tear them down first and make them feel little, and then make them feel big.
You're
Has
not
this
the
happened to you
military.
before, Anthony?
No.
Ask them how
This
much
isn't
money they
boot camp.
spent on their paint job and then tell them about how horrible it
Well, at
looks.
this show, they would say it's actually a wrap.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and
Because unfortunately, that is kind of a move for a
What's
lot
wrong
of
with
detailers
wraps?
who go to shows. They'll be like, "Oh, this car looks like garbage," and let me show you why. And that's like, maybe not the right approach
Yeah.
for everybody.
Cringy. Okay, so getting back into it, I don't think it's rude. I think if you just approach it as a friend and say, hey, have you tried this? You know, have you thought about trying this? And
I noticed you were doing this.
And here's the reason why, and kind of lay down some of the facts. And if they seem receptive to it, cool. If they seem kind of like, whatever, this guy's just crazy,
They wanna
then,
leave.
then don't waste your time.
Yeah.
So we got Firefox here saying, hey, tuning in from Germany. Right on. We love your web browser. Really enjoy your podcast. I work in
Voxel Fox.
Oh, that's what I said. Enjoy your podcast. I work in field service, so it's great to listen while driving.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks,
Much
buddy.
appreciated.
Kyle Camus says, hey, gentlemen and lady.
Howdy,
Kyle,
howdy.
what's up, dude?
Here we go. Ammo NYC says, hello, guys, from rainy and
not-
cold UK.
I
Oh,
think
sorry,
that
that's
says
not Larry.
A man for Nate.
A man for an 18. There we
For
go.
an 18
Sorry, I
year
thought
old.
it said Ammo NYC.
I think it's a man.
It's an
could have been
M4.
a mistake in
M
there.
for N18.
Bait Addict says, hello, guys, from rainy
That
and
is-
cold UK.
It's not what that is.
Nice to see you.
M for N18.
I need some help choosing the right towels for me. I bought the Pluffle 20x40 for drying. Good choice. Nice pal, but I find it streaks a lot and takes
Time for the streaks to dry.
for the streaks to dry since weather here isn't hot. I only use a towel on a BMW 3 Series coupe size. Is there a towel which you would give a much drier non-streak finish for me? And for buffing off waxes, what is your go-to towel? Would be useful for me to hear your fave towels for your
Quivering.
fave towels for different purposes. As I
almost
don't,
there.
this is just a lot. Hold on, as I don't see
We made the illiterate
to be
kid
good at
read.
choosing the right one. God, here we go. I have Everest 1100 for removing wax, but makes my hands hurt as there is so much to hold. You're going to got to tell me twice, man. Thanks for taking
God.
the time to read this. You're welcome. Don't have anywhere else to ask and am enjoying this new world of detailing. Good questions,
Well,
man.
glad you're enjoying it, first of
Okay,
all.
to answer your question, so the 20x40 Pluffle, fantastic towel. Due to the longer fibers being a circular knit weave on top and a waffle weave down below, it does have a more of a tendency to streak than another towel would, and that's basically because of that style of weave.
That's just
because
physics
You're,
for
you're
that.
basically dragging kind of what looks like to be a mop over the surface, although it is a very safe mop. Now, for a towel that would give you a less of a streak, give you more of a streak-free finish, would probably be something like a twist loop design. So a twist and shout or a double twistress would be the go-to in my opinion, or you can even scale it back to an even flatter surface and go the traditional 70-30 waffle weave, kind of like our Dry Me a River series towel. Now, for buffing towel. So for buffing and removing waxes and things like that, the 1100 is absolutely overkill. It's no need to explain why your hands hurt. The 1100 is a lot of towel to grab.
It's a show-off towel.
And it's not necessary. A lot of people think that you need a plusher, heavier GSM towel because of the amount of pile that you have and the distance between your hand and the actual surface. just because it creates a cushion, that does not mean it's going to do a good job. And so what I have found is using a mid GSM grade, anywhere from a 300 to a 500 has been my go-to for wax polish and compound removal, mainly for the fact that I can get a more aggressive bite out of it, and I can put a little bit more, grease, elbow grease into
like
it. Is what I'm
the
trying to say.
1100, its big benefit is by being so thick and plush, it's essentially reducing the amount of pressure points you have from your fingertips,
correct.
so you can apply more pressure without potential issues occurring. Now, you would want to go with a slightly shorter pile. You'd want to go for something like that has more bite, is more aggressive. Like he's saying, definitely going for like an Eagle 350 or something like that is a good choice.
Or go with a favorite towel from
Or
me and Levi, the
Edgeless
365.
Yeah.
70-30
Can't go
blend.
wrong with that
You
bad boy.
can't go wrong with those.
Fantastic towel for all of those things. So
Yep.
here we go. So first, seal first or wax first from Bill Lewis. Thanks.
Morgan?
Seal or wax first?
Levi says this one quite a bit, actually.
Seal.
You got
There
it.
you go.
Seal, kind of like the guy.
Yeah.
What are
You
you?
always put the
seal?
strongest. You always put your stronger protection on first.
Absolutely. Longest lasting, strongest protection goes on first. Here we go. So Manny says, how do you clean your polishing pads? I always seem to get a little dust when I use previously used pads. Chances are, if you're getting dust, you are not cleaning them out of the way, and some of that compound is drying within those pores of that foam or fiber, whatever you're using. Typically, you want to do a thorough rinse. If you can rinse them in the sink, if you can throw them in the washer, that's a way to, remove all of that extra stuff in there. Typically, an all-purpose cleaner, spraying that down in your sink and taking some warm water on some type of pressure setting out of your sink and spraying them down, squeezing them out, and then air drying or spin drying them on the machine should get most of that stuff out. So,
Nice.
here we go. Chase, back again. Chase, all right. It's like Chase's podcast today. I noticed a lot of the dealership display cars at the show were having a generic brand of product applied and seeing a lot of Charmerol being
Yeah.
used. Oh, there's
Yeah.
no denying that, man. That's definitely a thing.
Easy.
Shiny.
way. All right, Luis, I just picked up a DA polisher, and holy crap, it is made
Oop, moving around a bit.
a
Let's
lot
hold it right
easier
there.
on my question. What would be your go-to liquids for polishing? Well, you can't go wrong with the last cut, Luis.
You can't.
So then all you got to do is change your pads. That's a great starter to get a lot done with that. So, Delphine, hello.
Hello.
Dane said he loves Stoner's Invisible Glass. Any opinion on their clean and repel? How does it compare to Beadmaker? I use both but can't make up my mind. Sorry, Delphine.
I honestly haven't used
we
that one,
can't
so I couldn't say.
talk to you about that.
As far as the Stoner's products go, the Invisible Glass is like the one I use.
Dylan! Yo, yo,
Hey.
guys. What's up, buddy? Ron Weber, what's the difference between Optimum Car Wax and OptiSeal? When do you use one or the other, and how often? Well, I like OptiSeal really well, but I also like Car Wax, so it's basically your choice at this point. You can pick what you like.
Yeah.
Dylan, we are going to be at Waxstock this year. We can't wait to see you. I hope you're
right.
going as well. That's going to be super fun. Dylan has been doing all the videos for Rag Company Europe. So if you guys have noticed that, following him on Instagram, go to a video by Dylan, DYLN as well, and make sure you guys follow him on Instagram as well, because he's been putting out some pretty wicked content.
Doing a good job, man.
Yeah, and check out his YouTube channel as well. Kyle Camus, I've been using my towels. Hashtag CAD, hashtag back to clean. Nice.
We have children fighting here in the
Fenestrator,
corner.
It's
yes.
not me. It's literally not even me.
Alright.
Watch this. Ready?
Enough. Okay. Okay. Stop it.
You put it there.
What are your favorite
Hey.
products to use in the IK Foamer and Multi from Corey Mather?
And the IK Foamer and Multi, I guess to answer that question briefly. So in the Foamer, Brake Buster is fantastic. Power Clean's fantastic. Optimum Car Wash soap is great. In the Multi sprayer, Beadmaker, of course, as in God mode. O&R, you can use Optimum Instant Detailer. You can use OptiClean.
Yeah.
Some of our favorites. Brake Buster truly is one of the best foaming products I have used in the IK Foamer.
Yeah.
I'll just throw that out there.
Yeah.
It is kind of ridiculous how well that foams and the style of foam that it creates for wheel cleaning. I think in the 1.5, it's just a perfect combination because it's just such a good tool for that. And when you provide that tool with a good chemical, It's killer. It's awesome.
It's fun to use.
It is. It makes on a good show. So here we go. So Morgan is playing with the table dust.
So table dust today is glitter. Because
Right.
Anthony decided to pick all of the glitter off of this and give it to me. So
And
now,
now you guys have a bunch of glitter.
What a
that is on
generous.
our
and guess
table.
what? It's never gonna go away.
Because
It's
it's
on
glitter.
this microphone. It's probably on. It's on your hands. Thank
Anyways,
you.
That'll be fun
So
for
here
Yeah.
we go. So WoWo's HQ.
Hold on, I have to go to the
Holy
bathroom.
crap, that's a long name. Factory and Detailing Centre. Morgan, can you say anything in a Scottish accent?
Ooh.
How about you read the next question here in a
Scottish accent?
Kyle
All right.
Camus.
I can't do.
Can you please?
It's just Kyle.
It's going to come out sounding like a leprechaun, not
It's
even
a
Scottish
Kyle.
at all.
It's like
Kyle
I
Camus.
just don't know.
Okay. Come on.
Okay, you're good. But you still got to read Kyle's comment.
I'll read Kyle's comment.
'Kay.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
I just ordered a banner for my new shop.
Thanks,
All
Kyle.
right, Kyle.
Very
That's
nice.
badass.
Luke Berge back again says, I got 2 of my friends to buy a gallon of bead maker to try. Luke, thanks for
They
doing all
so
that you
will
do.
enjoy it.
Luke's the one that we all had to autograph his gallon of bead maker today.
Ah, that was his, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Luke's getting an autographed gallon of bead maker. So if you want yours as well, just leave a note in the comments to have
Don't
the
let
whole
us catch you
team
selling
sign
that on
it.
eBay, though,
Yeah.
right?
I think literally everybody in the building signed that
Literally, yeah.
So Mark Krause here, what do you think of the black sponges Esoteric sells to wash black paint? Or what do you suggest for soft black paint to wash with? Mark, which company are we? We are the Rag
The
Company.
Rag Company. If you want to buy a product from Esoteric, we recommend you buy all the Rag Company products that Esoteric sells.
Exactly.
They do.
To answer,
Mark, we haven't
to answer your
used
question, we have
that
not
foam?
We have not used.
No,
I have heard of
I have
it.
not
Yeah.
used that
I have
one.
heard of it. I think Matt Mormon actually has had some experience with that. You might want to hit him up and ask him. However, he'll probably also tell you the same answer. What do we sell to suggest for soft black paint? Eagles, man. 350s, 500s. Literally,
some O&R.
arguably some of the safest
Pre-soak.
towels.
If you're going to
you could
wash
ever
with a
use.
towel, that's the one, especially on delicate paint.
All right,
Pre-soak with
so-
OptiClean and rock and roll with some O&R. Anthony, are there any Fisherman's Friends over there in
Oh,
that drawer?
Actually, there's some in that
I'm
top
pretty
drawer right there.
congested, and I could really use one right now because it will help break up all this.
Mandarin.
No, I'd like an original, if there's one over there.
And to answer further your question, Mark Krause, there, basically when it comes to
Yes.
drying, that's where the pluffle is really meant to shine because
that's
the pluffle
eucalyptus.
is dedicated to working towards
you need
very
original.
delicate paints. So despite it having the longer fibers that may cause a little more streakiness than you would get from other drying mediums, the pluffle's real benefit is that it is the safest, most worry-free way you can dry.
I got it.
And that's mostly meant for the really
open it.
delicate stuff.
You want to open it?
I'm just kidding.
All right.
I don't
Well,
want you to
these
touch
guys
it.
are all fidgeting around. I'll go on with Chase here.
Those are
all
my
right.
saltines.
I remember you said it would be safe to use APC on a towel after using it to remove a silica spray like Reload Polish Angel High Gloss to dissolve the non-hardened SiO2. Would this APC soak not be possible if the quartz on the towel had been allowed to harden?
No. If it had hardened, you can't do that.
Boom.
It's already hardened and it's already worked with with the oxygen in the air, and it's already hardened and crystallized and done all that stuff. So the key to saving a towel is keeping it wet and washing that stuff out.
Yeah. You keep it wet, you
Yeah.
kind of hold it out for a while longer. Saves you.
Again, I apologize for my sniffles here, guys. I've got just a lot of congestion. So
To which point, I will continue reading. Unless,
Thank you.
Morgan, you would like to take the next one.
Where are we at?
Alex Dewar,
Yep.
right
Yep.
here in the middle.
Boom.
She's eating a saltine right now, so her mouth could be
I
pretty
have
dry.
good manners. I have good manners.
Good manners.
Got my first set of Eagle 350s and some O&R from one of your Canadian distributors. Trying to convert
Hey.
everyone to your amazing towels
Aw.
and recommend products. Keep up the awesome work, TRC.
Thank
Thanks,
you
Alex.
very much, Alex.
Appreciate that, man.
Super
Yeah,
nice of
appreciate
you,
it.
fellow
Thank you.
friend to the north.
Dr. Sudsy, I wanted to thank you all for signing my Rag Company banner. I'm sure my game just improved having you with me in the garage. Well, sort of with me. Love the show. Rock on.
You're here with us, man.
Of course. Adam Thurman, OptiBond gun. I'm having a rough time dialing in the nozzle to get a good spread of OptiBond. Any pointers? Clean the gun and dial it all the way out and then start back. It always happens, Adam. You just got to go with the undo it so that it's like heavy flow, and then tighten it back up so that it's more concise.
It's just like a build-up over time.
But yeah, wash it out. So
Yeah.
clean it out a little bit. Put it in a water bottle and spray it out.
All right.
That'll help.
Delphine Bez. Morgan, again.
How would you get rid of very tiny dots of acrylic paint that fell all over my car? So far, I could only manage the windows. It really sucks, guys.
Oh,
That does suck.
that
Yeah.
does
Delphine,
suck.
have you tried?
Sell the car.
Yeah. Have you tried selling the car?
I don't think that fixes it.
I would try claying it, but with actual clay bars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Work with that first. If you can't get that, then you can do my next favorite thing, which is lacquer thinner on a towel.
There he is with the lacquer thinner
I'm
again.
serious. It will help remove the acrylic dots on the vehicle.
It will.
Yeah. There's other guys. There's a few ways to do that. I mean, I just see that as basically like the same thing with like tree sap, things like that. That you would
Anthony
want to
says
remove.
sell the car. Plain and simple.
Sell the car.
It is kind of equivalent
Yeah.
to tree sap in that sense. You're
Yeah.
dealing with about the same level of work you
Yeah.
got.
So Luke Berge says, Anthony, you definitely don't want to rub in the wrong way.
Thanks, Luke.
Maybe I do, maybe I don't,
Thanks,
Luke.
Anthony's friend, premature civic dysfunction. G.
Jeez.
Davis. G. Davis from the back.
Yeah.
G. Davis,
Throwing one
always good
over.
for a joke.
Say it louder for the people in the front.
Good work, G. Davis.
Adam
All right.
Thurman.
All right, it says, Bait Attic, where do you work? I'm a Salesforce admin doing similar work in software engineering.
What if you guys were working in the same tube and you didn't know who the other one was?
I
Or
would
their
love that.
rivals.
Well, Adam Thurman goes by his own name, so technically, but Bait Addict could be anybody.
Bait Attic could be anybody. That is true. The truth, we'll find out.
Yeah.
So here we go. Next.
Watch the Too Fast, Too Furious car meet video by All Day Anthony. Nice. Act a fool instrumental by Ludacris while in traffic.
I don't
Very
know.
nice,
I
Chase.
haven't seen that channel. I'll have to check that out.
Check it out. G. Davis said something really bad and message retracted.
I love it.
So-
KM Davis says, KM, not Davis. Hey guys, love TRC and love the podcast. Well, thank you. Genuinely feel that TRC has enhanced experience of protecting and maintaining my brand new car.
Yeah.
With that said, how do you guys feel about the blue IK Alkies?
Well,
It's this question every week.
we
Is
don't
he always
don't
bringing this
condone
up?
alkies.
Alkies.
You know, those are people who have a disease. Alcoholics.
Whoa. Whoa.
We don't condone, the use of trying to use them.
What are you trying to say right now? So how do we feel about them?
So
we
we don't feel
Alkaline.
anything about them because we don't sell
Going
them.
on here?
There's nothing wrong with them.
We don't really have any high alkaline products that
Yeah.
we would utilize that sprayer in. Other than the fact
literally
that it's
got that-
blue. It
yeah.
looks cool.
I got that
Yeah.
question today. Somebody asked, why don't you guys carry them? While he was standing in our warehouse. And I said, because we don't have any high alkaline products.
We select the
simple.
stuff specifically that works with the things we've got.
If you're
So-
using a lot of high alkaline, like heavy straight degreasers that you're not diluting, the very, very high pH alkalis,
Basic.
then yes, you're going to need to use the blue one. But
Heavy duty floor
90% of the stuff you're using, you're never going to hit that.
And most of the stuff
pH scale.
most of the stuff that you're using that would be higher like that, you're using typically out of a spray bottle that it already is being sold in, or you're not even taking it out of. I don't know.
There's no need. The chemical is
Yeah.
so strong. There's no need to use that.
All right. So
Cool.
getting
So
here. So Seth.
That's
Wright,
why KM.
Seth Wright, not to be confused with Seth Wrong. I'm sure the question has been asked before, but what's your go-to compound and pad? It has been asked before many of times, but we're going to answer it because this is what Q&A Thursdays is all about.
That's right.
I usually use Yellow Rupes and Jesscar. Well, Seth Wright, who loves the podcast, listens at work and detailing all the time, you're
Thank you,
not
Seth.
far off from our go-to.
It's true.
If you like Jesscar, then you're going to love the last cut. We love the Yellow Rupes pads. We've made it very known we love the Yellow Rupes pads. So between the Yellow Rupes pads and the Lake Country Orange pad, that and the last cut compound is our go-to, and we can all comfortably say that around the table here.
And then optimum hyper polish when you get to those specific scenarios where it calls for it.
yeah, Dane.
Yeah.
Chris Osby, not Chris Cosby, says, okay, thanks, Levi. So no use for Opti car wax anymore if I'm using Opti Seal and Bead Maker.
No, unless you feel like you want to spray car wax on it. Plain and simple,
it's
dude.
personal preference. I mean, you want a certain look
you
or a
can
certain
change it up.
behavior.
You can change it up.
Jump between the two.
Yeah, maybe you want to do car wax for like 6 months of the year, or 4 months, or 3 months.
But Bead Maker will go on top of both.
Yeah, we'll go on top of both. But I haven't seen any noticeable difference between I love topping OptiSeal with Beadmaker. We'll just say that. So, G. Davis, hello, gang, and Dane. I have some rubber trim that appears to be stained. I cleaned it with an APC, then added solution finish. It looks better, but the stains still show. Any suggestions? I'd have to see a picture of it, G. Davis. So if you could, email Dane at theragcompany.com.
You know what's funny?
Send us some photos.
G. Davis sent me an email this last week just saying, I hope you don't take my jokes too harsh because you guys do a great job.
Well,
and I
Dean cries
emailed him
alone
back
in
and I
his
said,
office
I
after every
appreciate
podcast.
that.
I love
G.
G.
Davis always
comments.
makes it better. He retracts a lot of comments, though, so I'm always curious.
Well,
I'm like, how bad did you get?
It's because he says a lot of mean, hurtful things, and he doesn't want to really put that out there. So he says it
He's
on
a
there,
nice
and then
guy.
he retracts it. So,
He is.
but yeah, dude, send us some
picture.
pictures. It's hard to explain,
Luke Berge says,
Yes.
dang it, I forgot to order the last cut. Dang it, Luke. Gosh. Male sign.
I don't know what
guess
that,
I
like,
got to
yeah.
make another order. Female sign, male sign. Which
I think that's supposed to be a male emoji.
It's
is
when
what
the
that means.
emojis don't appear. It just
Oh.
throws the sign in there.
It shows a girl, but it's supposed
Why
to be
is
a
he
dude.
making emojis of men and women in his posts?
For fun.
Well, I think he's a Gen Zer. So
Which
it's just
pad
kind
would
of
you use
instinct.
for one step? Some white vehicles and some black.
Jane.
Orange. Yeah, the orange pad.
Yeah, just not black, orange. Orange is the new black. So Bait Addict says, Adam Thurman, I work for Fortnite. Wow, you work for I think it says Fortinet.
Fortinet.
Fortnite. I thought that said Fortnite.
It'd be
and I was
funny
gonna
if he worked
say,
for Fortnite.
Let's play. Brandon, Morgan's boyfriend, loves Fortnite and plays all the time.
I don't know who that is.
Nice to see other people in the same industry doing detailing. Yep, nobody's too good for it, man. Here we go.
right.
Emmett, love the Rag Company products. However, I think you need a product selector. Holy crap, this guy's speaking my language.
He's sharp.
Paradox of
Reduce
choice.
Products. I spent 10 plus hours looking through web vids before bought.
Paradox
Impressive.
of choice is a real thing. Analysis
band name.
paralysis.
New
That's
band
what
name,
that is.
Paradox of
Yeah,
choice.
so I would, Emmett, I'd like you to reach out to Jeff at theragcompany.com and send out your thoughts. And we'll see what he says. He'll probably shoot you down here, unfortunately.
We're
like
working
the
on
rest
it,
of us.
buddy.
Yeah,
We
no.
are working on it.
Trust me, that is an idea that has been floated.
Here we go. So getting down here. So where are we at? So
Chase.
Chase says, so when a product such as ammonia, I thought I said something, ammonia-free glass cleaner begins to streak, even with a 3-tile method, without over and under application, could this be due to the chem separation from sitting on
Chase, again,
Chase,
we are not
you-
chase.
Chase, you
So
are. Chase,
we-
I
We,
would.
can't
we need
answer
to
that
just have a
question
chemist sit
for
in with
you.
us when we do these.
But,
so they can
but I'm
catch
going to say,
those.
You need to phone a
sure.
friend.
Yeah.
So
Lifelines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bait Addict says,
Could also try and use
Levi,
a razor blade on the windows to clean all the garbage off of them first.
Could do that.
Bait
Okay.
Addict says, Levi,
That's
since
so
I do detailing as a side job in the spring summer, 8 years now. Holy crap, that's a lot. Detailing. How do you do inspections with your clients, and do you just let them know you're not responsible for any damage?
Yes.
Yes, we actually discussed this in a
Yeah.
previous podcast.
And like you can do a video walking around their car if you don't have a good feeling about them. Most of the people I do detailing on the side for have been customers of mine for well over a decade, or their friends. And so I usually always walk the car with them, and I point out any major damage right off the bat and say, I can fix this, or what's here? How'd you get that ding? And it's mostly just talking to them about their car. You can kind of hide it that way, or you can go online, get a vehicle inspection form, print them off, walk the car, have them, show you all the damage that's on it, and then you can say, like, I will try to fix this, 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 and this, but this is all the damage observed on the vehicle as I'm there, and then have them sign it right there in front of you. Like, really simple, and then you've got a document that covers you. So you can go on the AutoGeek forum and Eye of the Kiger. You can join eyeofthekiger.com, and they've got tons of forums like that. So
Yeah.
easy.
Yes.
Is Morgan coming out to the DD event? Luke Berge wants to know,
Because he'll probably be there too.
is she coming to
he's
New
looking,
Jersey with
he's
us?
looking for a hot date with Morgan.
No, we'll get a picture of him with Morgan. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
We'll find out.
gotta
Luke.
ask her.
We'll find out.
Yeah, she's like,
That's like
just
that's
say-
not fair.
Let's
Don't
just say
volunteer
we
people.
haven't invited her yet.
yeah, we actually don't know.
Right.
We actually don't know the lineup. It could be just me and Levi. It could be just Dane and me. It could be just Dane and Morgan. We have no idea yet on the lineup on who's
It
going
could
out for
be.
that.
It could be Anthony and Bryant, our warehouse manager.
That would be awesome.
You don't know
Me and
what's
Brian
coming.
would have
Brian is
a
great,
blast.
though, I will say.
So here we
could
go.
just we could just send the ladies out, and Morgan and Rebecca from customer
And
service.
Carolyn.
There you go.
And Carolyn could
We
go
have a
out.
good time.
girls trip.
And they have a
Girls trip
detail
to
to
New
main
Jersey.
event without us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why are these signs of the guys in the back? But it's all these girls we've never seen before. I just
Took
love
our
it, man.
places. We got replaced.
Yeah.
So Gene Brinkley says, "What's up, everyone? How are you guys cleaning wheel wells that have the felt noise dampening material?" I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yep.
I seem to always have a little sand or road particles in that area.
I like the Tornador gun,
Yeah.
air gun for blasting all that stuff out after I've already pressure washed everything and scrubbed it with a brush.
So you guys know the little dune creatures that you'll see in the Star Wars episodes? What are they called?
Talking about Jawas?
Yep, the Jawas. So,
Yeah.
so that's what Levi looks like when he pulls out his air compressor, and he is under one of those felt liners there. He's spraying them down. He's got the goggles. And,
He's just...
yeah.
Yep.
Because it makes a mess. That's absolutely
It can. So you know what I do is I just don't touch them. I spray them with a pressure washer and call it good.
Yeah.
That's it.
They'll never be perfect. I mean,
they're never
literally
gonna be
the
perfect.
second that car rolls out of the driveway, it's going to have sand back up on it. So Chase says...
And if somebody wants that cleaned, I tell them they can do it themselves. Then I don't do that
Oh,
for 'em.
man. Chase is bringing
So.
back memories here.
All right,
Heartfelt
Chase,
memories.
rocking it with your own personal favorite uses for the Drago towel when it was still available. I still have an unopened pack in the closet.
Save that and
Oh,
sell
Chase,
it on
I may have to
eBay
buy
in
that back
10
for
years.
you.
Collector's hat.
Yeah.
Rennie walked out with the remaining few he
Rennie
had
left
sitting
with the
out.
last 5 in the building.
We love those drawings.
They were no longer for sale on the site, but Rennie found them, and he's
Yeah.
like, I'm taking these.
Like I have
like 100 Dragos at my house. That
Do you really?
Yeah.
I don't have 100 Dragos. I have about 10 that I still use.
I think I bought a case of Dragos.
Well, that explains it.
But I love the Drago. That's my favorite. And I'm sad that we don't have it in stock anymore. But the future looks bright for the new Drago. We're trying to make it better, bigger, stronger, faster, more imposing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I will break you.
I'm taking a peek.
Ian
We got
Connell
a lot of comments.
says, any recommendations on a cheap dual action polisher around the European $100 mark?
Porter Cable 7424. Enjoy it.
Yeah, get after it, man.
Watch my newest video, Ryan Sloan.
I'm not gonna
We don't
do
know
that.
what that is.
Not gonna do
Kyle
that, Ryan.
House. Hi, all.
Yep.
Doing my first Glasgow job this weekend. Thank you all for the great videos and application of products like this. Thanks, buddy. We love you,
Yeah.
Kyle. Daniel Sandogezi. Best soap to use in the sun, please. All our soaps are safe in the sun.
Yep.
So either our Optimum Car Wash soap or Pearl are
Yes,
totally
Pearl.
safe in the soap.
However, you won't be safe from internet commenters still saying you're doing it wrong
Yeah.
if you happen
A
to
man
use it
for
out in the
Nate.
sun.
Thanks, guys. It's Aman, short for Amandeep. Have a good evening. Thanks, bud.
There
We
it
figured
is.
it out. Aman.
Lead
All right.
speak.
Chase back at action. iMatch 2, SunMatch 3, constantly plugged in, charging while not in use. Would be beneficial or harmful to battery health. I am an enthusiast. Either use it 1 to 3 times a week. Chase, like anything with a rechargeable battery, I don't recommend keeping it plugged in all the time.
No.
That does
make
differ
sure
based
that it-
on the battery type, though.
Yeah.
But that's something you could reach out to Scan Grip and ask them. They'd probably have a great answer for you. But I usually charge them till they're charged, and then I leave them.
Unplug them. Yeah.
Yep, unplug them and good. Chase is back in action again. So in this case, should I charge it back to full 100% and unplug it? Yes. You answered your own question. Or can I allow it to be plugged into the charger until the next week without harming it? You just gave the wrong answer. All right, Kyle, what product would you recommend to help restore dry rubber around the windows? Thanks. Solution Finish is great. OptiBond is really good as well. So, yeah, it just depends on the product and which one you've got.
Livens it back up.
Yeah.
Greg Guthier.
Glitter
Gauthier?
Bomb is car DDE style.
Like daily driven exotics, I presume?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer, how goes it from still sunny UK? Nice. I want to use ceramic infused car wax with the legend that is Beadmaker. Is it wax first or Beadmaker first? What's your favorite car movie? Cheers. That would be wax. You'd do wax first, then Beadmaker anyway, because Beadmaker's a topper. What's my favorite car movie? Gone in 60 Seconds, the new one.
Is it?
Yeah.
The newest with
that and probably Fast 5.
with Nick Cage
Yeah.
in Fast 5?
Yeah.
Really?
Probably my favorite of the.
Let's go around the
Wow.
horn. What do we got? Oh,
Because it was
What
the
a-
last one where they did like, oh crap, load of damage.
Yeah.
They were driving around towing safes behind
Fast
them,
5 is special.
destroying stuff.
That's when the series
two
turned into a superhero movie.
Yeah, that's when it did. It became they were superheroes in cars.
Yeah.
They couldn't be killed when they were in a vehicle.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. Dane.
You know what? I actually grew up on Herbie the Love Bug. I got to be honest. As far as car movies go, I'm dead serious. Like, that totally fueled
I'm
my love
excited
for
to, like,
cars. Because if
I
you
wanna get
haven't
the
watched
kids
it
started on
lately,
it. Yeah.
if you haven't watched it lately, go back and watch. They have so many cool, like, exotic sports cars from the era when he's
Yeah.
racing all of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a Volkswagen Bug,
Not
but it's
the Lindsay
everybody else's
Lohan
racing.
edition he's talking
No,
about.
I'm talking OG
Yeah.
Herbie.
Yeah.
No, the original, like in San Francisco.
Yep.
Super cool.
Yeah.
So if you haven't
And
watched
if
it,
you
maybe
want
it's
to
a
see
little
one of
slower
the
pace,
best
but
chase video, like car movies that most people don't think about, and chase video. So there's 2 movies from the 60s that are perfect for this. So one is, It's a Mad Mad World.
yeah.
The
Is it Dirty Mary and Crazy Larry or whatever?
No, but it's chase. It's the chase scene in It's a Mad Mad World, because the whole movie is a chase scene.
Oh no, I was meaning.
That's
complimenting
great.
that, yeah.
But then the second is What's Up, Doc?
I haven't
with,
watched that one.
Ryan O'Neal and Barbara Streisand. It's like
Okay.
1962, and it is a chase scene at the end that is unbelievable. It's written like a Mel Brooks movie,
Okay. Yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
No,
funny.
I know that one. Yeah.
but it's the chase scene is insane through the streets of San Francisco.
I'll throw out an honorable
Yeah.
mention. Ronin.
Oh, Ronan's a good one.
Ronin
All right,
is
you guys,
dope.
your
Sorry,
turn.
guys.
Morgan,
Go
what's your
ahead.
favorite car movie?
The one I have to say is obviously Tokyo Drift. And then there was this one that came out recently that was like a Netflix original, and I can't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but
They made a car movie.
yeah, it
Was it Born to Race?
no. It was like
I've seen a few
it was like
cheese
an
ball
action
ones.
one, but it was I think it was called like
It had like a stereotypical name. I think I remember the one you're talking about
it was
now,
like
but I
something stupid
couldn't
like
say what it was.
Hitman or like
Yeah.
like
Hitman's an actual movie series.
Well, yeah, based on the video game. That's different though. But no, I know what she's saying.
and then
There
like
is
at
one
the
that's
end
recent.
his daughter like had to drive their like it was like a Porsche or something, and she had to drive to like save him or something, and she was like banging gears, and I was
Nice. Yeah.
All right.
like I don't remember what it's called though, if I remember.
Well, I'm
Nick
gonna
Anthony.
say
They'll
the-
drop it in
I'm
the
gonna
comments,
say
someone
say
who
the
knows.
Fast and Furious 2.
No.
That's your favorite.
Number one. Number one, obviously, would be my favorite. I mean,
He's
that,
like, Too
that,
Fast,
that
Too
defined
Furious.
the entire culture that we have today for that. But I mean, if I were to get into it a little bit more, I actually really, really like. It's driving movies. I like The Italian Job. I like
Yeah.
the newer Italian Job.
Yeah.
I like The First Transporter. I freaking
Yeah.
love The First Transporter.
Yeah, that was
just
a really
being
good one.
being a driving
good.
style
Yep.
movie. And then there was one more I was going to say, and I totally forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, I don't remember. I have a couple, but
Yeah.
if I had to pick one just to keep watching over and over again, it would just be Fast and Furious 1.
Yeah.
Just keep watching that.
I mean, the original Gone in 60 Seconds has a story, but the actual action is pretty great in it. But as far as the newer one goes with Nick Cage from like 99, 2000, that one is, I mean, that one's actually a little more
I literally started my kids on.
Like I feel like
that.
you would have been in that movie. You would have been stealing cars. And
I would have been in. I was of the right age to hang out with that crew, the younger guys.
I live that
You know,
life,
and that
bro.
kid's like, well, I order pizzas.
would that
and
would have
people
been-
need to eat.
would that-
Boosted it myself.
Would that have been
We
like you
hungry.
hanging out with like Angelina Jolie, or
No, I would
were
have been
you
the
not?
younger
Like,
kids that I would have
Oh.
been like infatuated with it. Like, oh, she's really pretty.
Yeah,
because
love
I was
her.
21
But
when that movie came out. 2021. So
gotcha.
I saw it opening night at Edwards.
Moral of the story: get your kids hooked on Herbie. Moving
But
on.
no,
we got
I
a
did.
lot of
I started my
comments.
kids on Gone in 60 Seconds, and I taught
Yep.
them that this is Eleanor, and she's trying to get away from the cops, and this is her friend Memphis, who's trying to help her get away from the cops. And they were
Memphis Reigns.
like, almost that was one of my middle name choices for one of my kids was Memphis. Believe it or not.
The movie is
Harley
called
told me no.
Wheelman.
you
Wheelman.
go.
There we go.
Man, I've seen that.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers,
Probably
Silver
have.
Surfer. Gabe Lopez, what's your guys' opinion on 3D products besides HD Speed? Gabe, they're good. We don't use them all that much. So,
No,
but
haven't
there's
used them too
nothing
much.
wrong with them. We're friends with a lot of the guys there. Whenever we see them at SEMA, we always say, hey, what's happening? You know, they're good guys.
Yeah.
Anders Sweden Detail, easiest way to explain to a customer when they ask what the biggest difference between a sealant and a coating and why one or the other besides the cost. Easy. I tell them wax is like shorts and a t-shirt on a naked body, it's good protection in the weather, but you might get too cold. You might get too hot. And there's just not enough. It's just not enough protection. It's good enough, but not great. Sealants is like a long sleeve shirt or like a hoodie and long pants. And then a coating is more of like a winter coat and maybe like winter pants, like snow pants with snow boots. Like it's providing a much stronger layer of protection. So,
Or in motorcycle terminology, if you're using a detail spray, it has a little bit of wax. It's kind of like, a squid. And then you work your way up, and then you basically have like your super hardcore armor that you wear for riding, the
go.
twisties. And that's a coating.
there you go.
All right.
Dane,
So-
no.
G. Davis wants to know if Dane and I were going to enjoy a tandem water slide, how much Beanmaker would be appropriate?
Oh,
Well, God mode first off. It'd have to be IK.
I would hold
God
an
mode.
IK9 and actually
You'd be
keep
doing
it
a pre-soak before
and
you go?
spray down the slide
Oh,
and then
nice.
just
So-
follow it.
what I would like is that I hope that in the water slide that there's actually nothing that they're sliding on. I would like Dane's legs to be wrapped around G. Davis's torso.
yeah, like a snake.
Is it really necessary?
Well, you
I
got to
think
go
so.
down tandem. That's how you do it.
Absolutely,
You wouldn't
it's a
go down
tandem.
together. You'd be having to hold hands. This way, you could ride. You could hold on to him.
G. Davis, I like you. I'm not sure I like
I
you
think
that
it'd be
much.
great.
I think he would.
I think we're doing it.
You,
Yeah.
is what- how-
Oh,
Hans.
that's enough of that.
So I only brought in that 8-pack of Stroop waffles, and we ate those.
Yeah, they're gone.
And then I got home, and I had left like 12 at home. And when I got home, they were all gone.
what, Carly?
My kids and Carly had devoured the rest of those Stroop waffles. So I may have to make another trip out to Costco this weekend to grab a couple more cases.
All right, so here we go. Klein here says,
Klein, what's up, dude?
I'll second the Breakbuster accolades. I'm constantly looking for reasons to use Breakbuster and Beadmaker. Thanks for carrying awesome stuff.
Hey,
No
welcome,
problem,
Klein.
Dude.
Steven.
Bissett says, hi, guys. Do you need to condition interior plastics? Some companies sell those products, but O&R is so easy.
Steven, here's something I do that's fun. I make a gallon of water,
Ooh.
and then I put 1 ounce of O&R.
Oh.
Get ready. This is going to blow everybody's mind.
Oh.
And and then I shake it up,
Oh,
right?
no. Yeah. Keep going.
Then I put 1 to 3 ounces
oh, no.
of Optimum leather protectant
Oh, wow.
into that gallon, and I shake it up.
Shake it up.
You got to shake it up. Got to get it shaken
Wow.
up. And then I pour that into my spray bottle, and that's my interior cleaner and dressing
Wow. With UV protection.
with some UV protection. Wow. And it
breakthrough.
goes on, wipes on. It doesn't make it greasy or oily or dressed. It's just enough protection to get it just enough. So,
So a lot of guys do that.
There you
and they'll
go.
actually do
Boom.
it. They'll leave it in a bucket, and then they'll just pull towels out of that bucket and wipe down
That
interior
too.
panels and love it. I'm sure Adam Thurman can chime in on that. He loves it. All right, so getting into here, so we got Thigh Gummy. Thin Gummy here says,
You're really going places.
hi, guys.
All right.
We're in the UK. Can I find a good selection of Rag Company products? Great question.
well, our friends at Clean and Shiny UK, check them out, as well as Ragmaster UK. But I would send you over to Clean and Shiny UK because they have quite a bit of stuff. So
Yeah.
they recently restocked. So Aaron's Random Life, the best part about using Rag Company towels to buff off coatings is that you have to throw them away and get to go shopping for more Rag Company towels. I'm not going to stop you.
I'm not saying.
Rutger, best brand of rims in your opinion. Greetings from the Netherlands. Best brand of bicycle rims?
No, wheels, obviously.
BBS.
Okay.
Um,
Like calling them
Morgan's old school. She loves BBS.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I feel obligated to say Koenig wheels are actually some of my favorite wheels
Yeah.
on the market. You can find them at KoenigWheels.com.
I'm going to say for diversity in the lineup of wheels, I'm going to say that Koenig wheels as well as Mamba off-road wheels
Yeah, wow.
Yes.
have really provided a great selection as well as really neat designs and features available.
Yeah.
Do they have any three-piece wheels?
Koenig?
Yeah.
Dane,
So I'm just wondering
Dane,
about the
what's your
diversity.
favorite? What's your favorite kind of wheel? We're talking about designs.
Dane, your
Well,
favorite
I mean, I
layouts,
can throw out
colors?
Koenig. Certainly, I've seen some designs like ampliforms that really speak to me. However, I will say, on the same level to me that I really enjoy, I see a lot of BBS and HRE designs. It's tough for me to pick just one, but I'm out there.
I don't know. I'm going to stick with Koenig and
I'm
Mamba.
also going to stick with Koenig wheels. I don't know why. I just feel like it's necessary.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like they're just they care about their customers. They have good
Yeah.
customer service.
Well, I met this guy named Sky who was really cool.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah.
All right, so getting back into this here. So Adam Thurman says, I should have mentioned my OptiBond gun is brand new. LOL. Laugh out loud.
So,
I'll keep
Adam,
fiddling
call
with
me
it.
later, and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
How we do that.
Luke Berge says, why don't y'all have I lost his comment.
It's carpet bomb or something.
It's moving somewhere.
I'm not sure.
Sorry, guys. We are rescrolling back to where we were in the comments.
There we go. Why don't y'all have PNS Carpet Bomber? Good question, Luke. We liked the PNS carpet cleaning system. We've played with all of the carpet bomber. We played with the Terminator, of course, and then the last one, which is I can't remember what's it called off the top of my head.
Finisher?
Finisher. Sorry, yeah, my brain just cut out there. Terminator was like the one thing that we found really necessary in our lineup to actually carry. Not to say that carpet bomber is not good. I would say that we've been able to replicate a lot of the good results using an APC, something like Power Clean, same thing with ONR and Terminator in combination with all those three to kind of give us around the same results. But who knows? Down the road, we may change that.
We're just pretty selective in the stuff we carry currently.
Morgan, I think those Koenig wheels would look great on the BMW.
So wake up never early. Do y'all ever run sales? We absolutely do. You actually just missed out on the sale we had last week, which was 20% off for our spring cleaning sale is what we had. So we had a spring 20. We're at 20% off for a week. You might have missed out on that. If you want to sign up for more in the future, make sure to sign up for our newsletter on theradcompany.com so you can stay up to date on all of our future sales. Glasswork Garage says MT location Orlando for next year. Like it or no?
We'll find out, buddy. It's been different every year we've gone. So it's just like a fun adventure. We get to see what happens at the next Mobile Tech. This last year we loved it at this last one, but this new one is literally under one roof. This last year they did it at the Orlando Convention Center, and the main hotel you could stay at that they recommended was on the other side of the freeway. So I know it caused a lot of issues for folks going back and forth and trying to do that. We were fortunate. We rented a house right around the corner, so it wasn't it was easy for us to get about.
That's our move, Airbnb it.
Yeah. So this time it's hotel, convention center, everything all under one roof. So should be a lot of fun. So we're excited. So,
no, we'll be there.
Cody Boss, OptiClean says it cleans and protects. Does it contain some amounts of OptiSeal in it? Cody, you're going to want to direct that to Ivan at opticoat.com. He will be happy to answer that. Or you can call the number on the back of the bottle and talk to Dr. G yourself. So,
boom.
JW Media, hey guys, I just got my work wheels from Japan today. This works wheels. What should I use to coat them before putting them on my Rocket Bunny Miata? Ooh. Oh, OJW Media.
Miata man in the house.
So, Jimmy, why aren't you here at work today? We could have been coating wheels together, bro.
Rocco's Modern Life says, thanks for my pick of Morgan.
The M3 and the potato tree.
There
were no potatoes, but it was still amazeballs.
Wow.
You're welcome, dude.
I mean,
that is another one of
Stacy's
Stacy's finest, who she also just did Luke Berge's Dane of Thrones of Dane. So, pretty dope. So
here we go. So Luke
Luke's right
Berge
behind
says, when are you announcing the Grand Ambassadors? Morgan, take it away.
Tuesday, April 2nd,
What
there
time?
you have it.
noon Mountain Standard Time.
Oh,
I mean,
Don't
there
gotta
you
tell
have
me
it.
twice.
Get ready.
All right. So Chase here, Anthony from a previous podcast. Your friend said during the sunset he wanted to do whatever to keep his black car looking like that after you polished it. You said it's somewhat of heading down a deep, dark path. Relating wise, you mean like it will become an obsession. Yes, absolutely. So when he that black Supra, he wanted to keep that looking as good as possible, and I told him that, you really have to, I guess, be dedicated to wanting to keep that car looking that good with the right tools, the right techniques, and everything like that. I did later go over to his house and show him how to wash his car and do everything with ONR, bead maker, and all that jazz with the towels and everything like that. And so where he's at today, to be honest, I don't know. I haven't really followed up with him. I am assuming all is well, and I'm assuming the car still looks fantastic. I know that it was just really important to him after he saw the car looking that good that he always wanted it to look that good. And I think with the right tools and the right techniques, I think that is possible. So here we go. So Luke Berge says, Morgan, I tried to PM you to trade Stroop waffles for an Eagle blanket. you never opened it.
He's always trying to get himself an Eagle blanket, and I keep telling him they don't work like that. You
Savage.
can't just barter for it. It's something where people win it as a prize.
Yeah.
It's very, very
Right.
selective.
Morgan is she's a bit of a,
She's tricky that way.
she's tricky.
Yeah.
What does
She's
that mean?
tricky.
What does that mean?
It's tricky. Like that Run
Yeah.
DMC song, right? Is that Run DMC?
To rocka.
Yeah,
Anyway, okay.
Anyways, so Chris C says Anthony is not a husband or a father yet, but has mastered the dad jokes.
Oh,
Chris,
how he has.
that goes so far for me. That means so much. Like that's all I could have ever wanted. I really, I love that.
It's true. Christopher Horton, here's a who. Who's the best online store for Rupus polishers in the Pacific Northwest? Well,
Pacific
assuming by P&W you mean Pacific Northwest, and by that you mean Washington, Oregon, or Idaho, who sells Rupus in the area? I would say you'd have to go to Rupus's site and look for distributors.
I mean, off the top of my head, within just those states,
Yeah.
I mean, we have our local distributors here
Yeah.
for Rupes stuff, but they're not shipping outside of the state, so I couldn't really.
So it would
couldn't tell
depend
you.
on your state. But once we knew that, it'd be a little easier to direct you. Otherwise, Rupus's site is good for that because they have their established guys.
All right, so Chase says, "Sorry about the chemistry questions. I'm surprised you even remember me. I haven't even joined in for a month due to work." Chase,
We always remember you.
We can't forget you due to these questions.
That's right.
Unfortunately,
You're located in
B.
Puerto Rico,
Noza
I think, right?
says, "Will you eventually provide search filters and product pairings for specific tasks on your website?" You're preaching to the choir here,
It's the
Binoza.
second time we've heard that comment, and it is definitely heard loud and clear.
Oh, another question
Yes.
that I love here. Why doesn't the rag company sell empty spray bottles? Another one.
Because I have really
Yep.
bad arthritis and don't like spray bottles.
So because of
No,
that,
that's
everybody
not the reason.
That's
everybody
not the
has to
reason.
suffer.
No, that's not the reason. Seriously, it's just one of those things. It's a lot of air.
It's
that-
kind of like why we don't sell our buckets online.
Yeah, there's a lot of
have great buckets.
wasted space, and it's not optimized, so to speak, for
free shipping,
free
model.
shipping and things like that. So that's why we don't. And there's a lot of people that have, some people like a certain type of bottle, other people like a certain type of sprayer. Sprayers are very interchangeable. So we haven't created an option. I will say Matt Mormon is working on a option that, even though it might be expensive, I think it's probably the best ergonomically
Sprayer
Very
solution,
sprayer solution
2.0.
2.0
Yeah.
that at OG and at obsessedgarage.com, and that's probably my favorite setup. But that's why I don't use spray bottles all that much. But I do know it's very personal, and the ones that I did carry, I love carrying those and using them when I had my shop. So,
Yeah.
there we go.
All right.
All right. So Eric Sanchez. Hey, Dane. Dane Levi. Sorry to
What's up,
squeak
Dean?
there. Anthony and Morgan, could you use bead maker on tires and any plastic interiors and leather? Plastic interiors, yes. Leather, yes. Tires, probably not going to do a whole lot.
I don't think it'll
Yeah.
stick necessarily.
Yeah.
It's like they say, it's a
So
different
I'm
substrate.
not saying that you can't, but just be careful there.
The chemistry doesn't match up.
So Chase says, do you think there will ever be any more style of TRC hoodies produced? Have both the whiskey shirt and hoodie great stuff.
Never
Thanks,
say
Chase.
never.
We appreciate it. Yeah, no, we've made some Wash Wednesday hoodies for ourselves.
Morgan's coming out with a whole line of her own Hype Beast Rag Company apparel, correct?
Bold Futura font in a red rectangle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's right.
No, but we have thought about maybe doing the Wash Wednesday in a hoodie. We'll probably do that for the fall next year.
Wait a second.
Dane's wearing one right now. Look at that. So, and that's a zip up. So
Yeah.
we're thinking of doing some other stuff, but yeah, the whiskey is a kind of a unique design, and we are working on another one that is kind of that was kind of our 100-year-old design kind of thing, is how we kind of put it out. 1890 since
We're all kind
1899.
of interested in different eras. So
Yeah, so-
you got the whiskey style.
So-
I'm into Art Deco.
So our next style will be an Art Deco, kind of a Rocketeer style for that.
Big fan
So
of Art Gecko. All
It
right.
was Herbie
so,
and the Rocketeer for me as a kid. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
love the Rocketeer. All right, so
Yes.
Bait Addict says, typically, I'm just doing it for friends or friends of friends, since I'm not too interested in dealing with shady people. I agree there.
Yep.
The nice thing about doing it on the side is that you get to choose your clients. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Daniel Sandagezi wants to know, do you really believe in the O&R sponge and why?
The big red sponge.
The
you
big
mean?
red sponge, my friend. So, Daniel, the reason I do believe in it is I used to use them in my shop for production, and we literally washed over 900 plus cars with one big red sponge.
And how many of those did you scratch?
None, and the big red sponge held up for 900 car washes. So when I say, yes, it's an expensive sponge, it's, it's pricey, it's a product that's going to last you most likely your lifetime, as well as, and the key to that is keeping it wet in O&R. So
fair point.
And then I took those ones home and used them at home, and I still have them. So they work great. They work amazing. And as long as you keep them, you clean them out with a little dish soap every once in a while, rinse them out, but keep them wet, soaked in O&R. They have to live in O&R. That's the only way they're going to last. But yeah, that's why I believe in it. It cleans better. It works better. Yeah, that's it.
Bro, all three of you gotta come, says Luke Berkey.
He means
All
the
right.
detailer's domain.
So, but there's four of us,
yeah.
Luke.
Yeah.
So,
who are you leaving out? The mystery.
Yeah. All right. Glossworks Garage. Which one of these methods would you guys prefer to wash a client's car on his work parking or in the street if you were not completely mobile? Larry Casilla's frothy hoseless method or O&R? So Larry Casilla's frothy hoseless method is actually just using car soap with some foam in a. It's just foam.
It's doing a rinseless wash.
We
but
call
with
it waterless
foam.
foam. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So you can use that, but you can also use O&R because you're barely using any product at all. You're not wasting any more than less than a quart of water to wash that entire vehicle. So
Procedurally, it's really similar.
you're getting
Sorry.
glitter
Man,
all over
children,
me, spinning
stop
that thing
playing.
around here.
We have a job to do.
All right. Keeping that in mind, I'm not limited to maybe a few buckets or IK sprayers. So realistically, a bucket and an IK sprayer, you would be able to kick some butt. So it's way, 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 way cheaper, too, to do it that way than to use Larry's froth method. But you could pick up an IK foamer and mix Pearl at 1 to 256 and get the exact same effect.
Boom.
And no scratching, safe, easy to use, not going to harm anything.
It's true.
Cool.
So Luke Berge has message retracted, probably because he
What
said
did
something
you
dirty.
say?
So
Who knows?
All Day Anthony is back in the house. He says he loves these live videos.
Where'd that come from?
Thanks for watching.
He's
dude.
also a fan of glitter and was going to put that all over. That's the next step for the Daily Driver Civic. He was talking to me last night about it. He said he's going to...
another guy that has a Civic. Nice.
Yeah,
I
he's
like
gonna.
that.
He was talking about doing a thing where you get like clear PPF,
Yeah.
but he was gonna sprinkle glitter all over his car first,
Oh, cool.
and then he was gonna use the sprayable PPF.
A
on
man
top of
after
that.
my own
So,
heart. I
I'm more
love it.
concerned about the
Get
Evo
ready
he
to
doesn't
see that.
drive.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
agree.
So Aaron's random life, not to be confused with Rocco's modern life here in the comments. The technical answer for maximum battery life is to store lithium composition, lithium ion ETC, is around half charge. That's how they last the longest.
There we go, folks. Straight from the source. Aaron's Random Life.
Who is also a builder over at ScanGrip, apparently.
Yep.
So I like that. So B Noza says there's a new Gone in 60
Well, Binoza,
seconds.
the new one that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah. The old one was made in the 70s.
There was an old one that was made 40 years ago that is pretty bad because it uses the Grande body Mustangs as Eleanor.
The original Eleanor was actually a Mach 1, not a GT500.
But it was a Grande body, which meant it only had like 160 horsepower.
The director was H.B. Halicki, I believe. Yeah,
it's-
I used to
pretty-
watch that movie quite
The
a bit.
last of the big bodies. There
Yeah.
she is.
It was
Eleanor.
a boat.
Last of the big body. They're going to the small Mustang 2s next year.
I just love that joke about going into the car wash at the end when it's completely thrashed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It comes
good
out
time.
clean.
There's a car wash in the
All
movie.
right. Alejandro Bonilla, favorite car movies, Bullet. Oh, I forgot Eric Sanchez there. Hope you're doing well, Dane. Anticipating this kind of grudge best polisher with an eye patch and half arm tied behind your back. Levi being a judge, how do you feel what's going to go down? Well,
Feel pretty good, don't you?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it happens. I'm
gonna
glad
get
I'm
rowdy.
not participating in it
Yeah.
rather than judging.
Yeah.
I'm good at judging. I'm good at judging people.
That's what they say about
Things.
Levi. He's a very judgy guy.
Yeah. So, and Alejandro Bonilla's favorite cars are Bullet movies are Bullet and Le Mans Grand Prix.
Grand Prix.
All those
Le
are great
Mans.
movies.
Yeah,
Chase,
good movies.
do you think there'll ever be production of TRC lanyards, keychains, or license plate frames?
Well, if Morgan has anything to say about it, I assume.
As
Yeah.
the as the department head of the marketing department for the rag company, I'm going to say possibly lanyards, maybe keychains, maybe air fresheners, but not plate frames.
As creative director, I endorse this position.
Of department head, creative director. As social media creative director, well,
I'm actually the director of the awesomeness.
Okay,
so
well, I'm director of...
says that on my office.
I think we should all be director of something. Morgan can be director of this room.
That's a great idea.
This room, that's it.
Yes.
Well, Mr. Your desk is right
As
there.
a son of the owners, my word is law. Okay, moving on. All right.
Oh, okay.
Luke Berge
Got weird
retracted
quick.
another message again.
He's got some mean, hurtful things to say. Luke.
Gloss
G. Davis
Straw
is rubbing
says,
off on
no transitions. Cobra Triss says, how many
penis sizes do you need to drive a Koenigsegg?
Many, I
assume.
Yeah.
What's
Glosswork says, cool Mohawk,
Best not
Dane.
to ask. Thank you.
Grumpy Cloud, I think Morgan is talking about The Wheelman.
Yes.
Great movie.
Grumpy
You
Cloud,
were
you're
right.
correct.
We figured
Yep.
it out.
Rocco's Modern Life, tuna no crust. That's how he likes his
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Heck yeah, dude.
Watch out. Okay, I'm done.
Defenestrator, how do we maintain tires coated with optimum tire protection and coating? Do we still scrub the tires vigorously, or will they degrade the coating? Do we add more of the coating at some point? Defenestrator, fun fact, reach out to Ivan at opticoat.com to get that question answered. That is a
fun
chemical,
fact.
that is their product. You need to figure that out with them. I'm going to say O&R, just wash it with O&R. Should be able to just wipe them off because they're coated. You don't need to scrub vigorously anymore. S4 Addict, by the way, for super finicky paint when washing, I feel a more dense mitts and Credit Guion Smoothie Cyclone may be too aggressive. Chenille mitts seem the safest. I remember reading an article. Yeah, okay. Sure, man. You can-
Personal preference, I would say the Cyclone,
Wash it
stuff
however you
like
want.
that, used with like a soapy, foamy wash.
Yeah.
I would use a chenille with like a rinseless wash or
Why do you
waterless
keep
wash.
bumping
That's where it's
yourself
okay.
into
I'm just ignoring the children here.
Yeah.
So moving along.
Yeah, no, but great answer, Dane. Stephen Wilson, how long can I keep my bucket of O&R with a big red sponge in between washes before I need to make a new one? I wash about once a week. Perfect. I keep mine up to 3 weeks, Stephen. So, S4 Addict, Mike Phillips made stating a similar comment. What do you think? I'll be doing testing after light polish and recoat.
And with that, we need to scroll down just a little bit more.
I think
so we
Tim
can
went
see.
home, so
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I think he's
Oh,
got
there he
Jimmy
is.
back there running it for him.
All right. Mike
All
Phillips
right.
made stating a similar comment. Yeah, recoat. Yeah, I mean, you can try it, dude. But realistically, you can see which one works the best and on scratchability. You can also get a panel from the junkyard and do this. You don't have to do it on your own car. Polish it out, coat it, do all that good stuff. Would be testing increment on a dirty panel. Big gold sponge, that's right. Bait Addict one-upped you there, and a regular chenille and inspect you with a scan grip after. Yeah, gold sponge is a very soft, far softer than the big red sponge. So yeah, try it. And Silver Surfer, you're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off. Thumbs up, great choices. Kyle House, I don't really like to dress plastics in cars when the plastic cleans up to look like new. Does adding dressing really add that much more protection than the factory UV coating? Depends on the car, depends on the coating, depends on the plastics, I mean...
Try spray Bee Maker on an interior plastic and see that it does not add...
It doesn't add any
It
dressing.
doesn't really add any... It just...
Yeah.
It's nicer knowing that there is some UV protection than none at all, because the thing is an interior can crack, it can fade quick. I mean, if you leave it out on the wrong day, I've seen it. I've literally just seen it happen.
The Elantra has a cracked dash, and it's had almost every type of interior dressing known to man.
I left a...
And that's probably because of stress fracture.
I literally left, there was a wire I had on one of my interior panels, right? That on one of my center consoles on my old car. Hot day, forgot to put my sunshade up, right? The wire actually melted into the plastic on my center console.
Right,
and
yeah.
I was like, holy crap, dude.
Yeah.
And so
You're very sparkly right now. You've been wiping your face with those
I
those
think I
glitter
have been
hands.
wiping my face. I have to some explaining to do to Katie when I get home. All right, so getting through this, we're going down to Luke Berkey. I actually have 2 Dragos and 2 Pluffles. Phil at DD gave them to me when I bought a case of Hydrostylex Recharge. Fun fact, they were the first rag company towels I
that's
tried.
awesome, dude.
Aw. And then he was hooked. All
So,
right,
based on an
Chase.
episode, you said that these guys can look at a car and just tell if it's been coated or not. What are the distinct visuals compared to wax or sealant? Chase, so I can look at a car and tell if it's been coated or not, mostly based on the shine. Also, 90% of the time it's water behavior when I'm washing, and I do that based on all-purpose cleaners and hose and stuff, and I can see when people have missed spots while the car's still covered in soap and water. That's just, so I got 25 years of staring at a soapy car. So that's how I tell.
Oh,
Also, I can see where the light kind of hits the car a little differently. It's not normally like the way clear coat or wax or sealants kind of look. Each thing has a different aura, easiest way to describe it. So if there are 3 different cars the same color, model, and year, how would you tell the difference between SiO2 application, sealant, and wax? Basically, each one would look a little different. They'd have a different aura. It may take me a little bit, but I could probably decipher it pretty quickly.
It's usually said that waxes, like non-synthetic waxes or some along those lines, have a warmth to them.
Yep.
So you kind of get more of a glow.
Yeah, it's different, man. It's hard to explain, but it's an eye thing.
Levi definitely knows, though, because he could walk
It's
up
a
to any car and ask the
superpower.
owner.
It's a superpower that I have that doesn't really save anybody's life. It doesn't allow me to feel stronger or, make me rich.
I can notice a difference sometimes, but admittedly,
I mean, I make
I'm
money
nowhere
at
near as
it,
sharp
so
as this
I'm
guy.
good at that.
And
but
Anthony, how do you feel? Like when you walk up to a car, can you genuinely tell when you're looking at it what kind of protection or no protection is on the paint without putting any water on it or doing anything?
I don't want to claim that I can do that, but I mean, I feel like
Kind of wants to.
hey, Anthony's got that eye. You can see it.
I can just tell when a car has been well taken care of. And let's just say if it's a shiny car and I can tell there's a lot of reflection, a lot of depth to the paint, there's something that somebody's doing.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan of Sherlock Holmes, and I've always felt like as a detailer, you're kind of a detective on a vehicle. So you look at a car and figure out how that scratch happened, how whatever damage on the interior happened, however, where that stain came from, where that scuff came from. You're always kind of trying to deduce like how those things came about. Yeah. And if you ever read a lot of Sherlock Holmes like I do, you learn that it's mostly observations. Like Anthony needs to pee right now. And I know that because he's pretending to stretch, but he's got to get up and go to the bathroom.
The clues are out there, folks.
Yeah. So a lot of it is just looking and going, like finding the rest of the clues. So a lot of it is I learn about the owner. I learn about how they take care of the car. I learn about things like that, especially if the owner's standing there. And it's not just flat out asking them like, oh, did you coat your car? Like I'll look at it and go like, oh, they've coated their car. And then I ask them and then they'll tell me like, oh, well, I keep it this way and I use this product and this product. I know how those products react. And so I know those, it's not just those products, it's something else. But if a guy's like, well, I try to keep it pretty nice and I do this, this, and this, and they're using a product that is more old school or something like that, then I usually know that they're more into wax. I also see the way the cars, just like I said, the light hits the car. So
all fair points.
That's one of the things. So that's it.
You have a dog named Watson.
I do have a dog named Watson and a cat named Sherlock. So
another thing before we move on to the next question. We made a video with Morgan where you actually went through on the hood of hers, and I was so fascinated.
You guys get to see my superpower in action.
I wanted to make this video since we started making videos, and people are looking at me like, really? That's the video you were excited about? I was, because I'd always been curious. I'm like, how does Levi know when he looks at this stuff? He just knows. But it was you basically pointing and explaining what different kinds of contamination are, how you remove them, and most importantly, you kind of used your psychic powers to deduce this is probably how this got here. This is probably what happened. Well, and I'm fairly sure
it's just looking at the vehicle that way. Like I said, like in that video, I noticed that there was a drip on the edge, like on the right front corner of the hood, and that was the only spot that there was a drip or a run in that section, and so. Anthony's walking around the halls back there. You can see him. I hope you didn't just go to the bathroom in my office because that's where he looked like he went.
Check the trash can. All right.
Anyway, but it was, most people who don't have an eye, and as detailers, technically, we should have an eye for something like that.
Yeah.
It is inspecting that whole vehicle and looking for things and clues of that nature. So teaching Morgan, like, just look at this panel. The rest of the car that we got that hood off of, looked to be like it was all stock paint job.
Right.
But once we got the hood here, we noticed that hood had that run right at the just extra paint. And it was like, that's one, cars when they're built at the factory are sprayed by a robot. So they meter the amount of paint. So the paint wouldn't ever get to a spot from the factory to have that kind of a accumulation because they would have used less paint and less clear. So that tells me that it was somebody else. It was man applied, not machine applied.
Yeah.
So that tells me, oh, well, now this is somebody sprayed this hood, which is why I said the clear coat level has changed for us. No longer is it factory clear sprayed by a machine. And we all know that it's going to spray an actual amount of, 1 mil to the exact amount or 1.5 mils. Like it's hand applied. It's man-made. It may have 2 coats of clear. It may have poorly mixed clear. It may have a hardener in it. They put too much hardener in it. So now it's a very hard clear. It may be a very soft clear. We don't know, but based on the bug drop etchings or bird drop etchings on it, I'm going to say that it was probably pretty soft at that time because the etchings were able to carve their way pretty deep into it. So we may have to wet sand when we get to it to get those out.
So to round out that story, please go check out that video. And Morgan Learns Detailing. Very, very informative and just cool to see. And I think, Morgan, it was an enlightening experience, I hope, because it was neat to see it in action. So
yeah,
moving
I'm
along.
kind of a dork there. So
it's cool.
Miguel, how do I avoid hard water spots at the coin wash? I wash at night, use their alleged DI water, and dry the car there, but no luck. Should I spray O&R at the end, drive home, and dry it in my garage? Miguel, you probably got hit by a sprinkler and didn't know about it. And that's what's caused your hard water spots. So it's probably not the coin wash because if you're washing it at night and driving the car there and then coming back home, drying it in the garage, you're doing everything that wouldn't have caused hard water to sit on your vehicle. Hard water's caused, or water spots are caused when there's water on the surface and the heat boils the water onto the surface of your vehicle. So that's how that kind of happens because it has to have that heat to cause the minerals to boil, to scorch. But
not always though.
No, well, but I'm saying like it has to have that settle.
You're doing like instantaneous water
spots?
spots?
He's saying that washes his car at the coin wash at night.
Yeah.
Uses their DI water, dries the car there, but no luck. Should I spray O&R at the end, drive it home, and dry it in my garage?
Dries the car with no luck?
Dries the car, but still has water spots. That's what I'm saying. He probably has water spots that happened previous to ever doing that. Because that's impossible.
For a lot of people, water spots, like they could have them on their cars for years and those etchings be there. And it's kind of like getting the eye for swirls, right? Like you'll be like, I finally see what swirls are. It's like water spots.
Yeah, you may miss them.
Half the time you don't even know they're there, right? Same thing with like scratches, right? You buy your car at the dealership or you buy your car used and you don't make note of every single little imperfection.
Right.
So when you get home, or let's just say you go and get a service done at the dealership, right? I got my something changed. And then you get back and you do an inspection and you say, that scratch. They did that scratch. I can't believe they
parked it. They may have parked it and the sprinklers
scratched my car, right? But then you go back through the very first pictures that you ever took of your car, you zoom in and you're like, crap, that scratch was there.
Well, that was normal at the car wash is we would have people that would go all winter, not wash their cars. First sunny day of winter, they'd get their car washed, run it through a car wash, and they would go, oh my gosh, those cars are like they're dirty. Those cars are really like, or they'd go, hey, my car's really scratched. And it's like, well, you had about 6 inches of dirt and mud on your vehicle that you've been driving. When was the last time you washed it? Well, I haven't washed it for 2 years. Well, I'm sorry, but our car wash did not cause those scratches.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 20 minutes.
I was going to say,
we got to start.
I see like 50 or 60
So
we're going to burn through these now, guys. Here we go. Get ready. Rocco's Modern Life, BBS. Morgan just redeemed herself by saying Tokyo Drift was a good movie. Thank you.
It was enjoyable.
Chase.
It had good vibes. Too Fast, Too Furious, and the 8th movie are the worst ones. My vote.
They're not, Dane. They're not. They're all good.
No.
Based on online forum, washing new microphones. Someone said brand new microphones have a coating on them. Yes. Is that true? Yes. It's actually dye. So we're trying to remove the rest of the dye. All of our towels do go through an extra wash prior to them coming over to us, but people have still handled them. There have been machines because they've been cut. They've done a lot of different things. And so it's best to just wash your towels one more time at home before you do that. So Rocco's Modern Life says he had a set of Koenig toxins and they were incredible. The company even replaced all the center caps for free.
Sounds like
Koenig.
Koenig.
Again, sounds like a great company like Koenig Wheels.
Yeah.
So Rutger Mowers, Morgan, BBS wheels, SX model, satin black, best wheel ever. Hans says, Levi, thanks for the email and Facebook messages responses concerning my order. Of course, Hansi, we love you. Hans Rutger Maus, IK Vind BBS Le Mans Altage Erkmoitsatan. Wow, all right. That's the talking there. RS Riata, Corey Mather, can we get a TRC list video on approved God modes? Like replacing wiper fluid with O&R bead maker. Is that a new God mode I just invented? No, Corey, a lot of people have been trying to do that for a while. I don't think it's probably very good to put that in your sprayers. Howdy from Portland, Daniel Madrid. Ian Connell, any good Optimum paint protection products for white paint specifically? Want something that can last 3 months at least. Yes, all of their products, except for the Instant Detailer Gloss Enhancer, will last longer than 3+ months.
Gloss and Hamster.
Gloss and Hamster will only last about 2 weeks, maybe a month. So get the car wax or OptiSeal are amazing for that. Luke Burgley, come on, Morgan. Last week you said to PM you, and you'd trade the Stroop waffles for an Eagle blanket.
He's mad at me now.
Oh,
It's all right. He was mad at me too. All right. Anything to do to get PPF marring out besides a heat gun?
Well, I mean, like, have you parked it in the sun yet?
Yeah,
have you tried
try
to let
that.
it self-heal?
Try that. Hans, I have 2 sets of OG press-all bottles. Had the seller pretty close to home. Testing and beating them up every day for about a week now. Nice, dude.
Wow,
Hope you like them.
Fantastic. Can you send us some of those Stroop waffles?
Yeah. Chase, I understand to remove an SiO2 paint coating, you say to clay, APC, and polish. But what about an SiO2 trim coating? Chase, again, you're going to have to talk to somebody else. We know how to handle on clear, not plastics. Chase, I have a high spot streaks I want to remove from the previous application of Chemical Guy's C9 trim. I want to replace the Gion trim. IPA 91% alcohol? Sure, shouldn't hurt it. Hans, looking pretty good, those bottles. You're right, they are. Chase Morgan, where can I search for your designs of the hoodies as stated by Anthony?
It doesn't exist
yet.
It's called Supreme.
Supreme New York.
Camber Gang.
Off-white.
Morgan, I'm leaving out Morgan. Sorry, not sorry. Oh.
What
no love.
okay,
Oh,
he's
he
really
wants
mad.
Morgan there, but then he doesn't want her there.
Savage. I love it.
Tricky,
Cold.
tricky
Wow,
man.
blooded.
Switch.
So
Yeah.
sad.
All right. Bait
Can't
Addict
trust
back at it.
Oh,
Anthony,
go.
you mentioned you used to work for bodybuilding.com. Ever do one of those transformation challenges? And, well, do you even lift still,
Have
bro?
you seen his pictures?
So you can go on bodybuilding.com, check out their clothing line, look at some of their tank tops, men's T-shirts, and you can see a very young and svelte Anthony Fisher,
Yeah.
He's very proud of it.
formerly of the Rag Company. Known for the Rag Company.
Yeah. Yeah. So feel free. I
Enjoy.
I couldn't do the transformation challenge because I worked there. That wasn't the thing I
Yeah.
could do.
I mean, at least he's
but
not one of those
You
guys
can
who...
see a transformation challenge of what he used to look like to what he looks like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do lift. I do still lift from time to time, but I don't take it as seriously as I used to. So,
Yeah. I lift things around the house. Like
Greg,
cups
all
of
right.
soda.
Greg Gauthier.
Dane is a genius. Give him a raise, and I will buy more products.
Done, Greg.
you
I
need
will
to-
support your
so, Greg,
decision.
you need to send that email to Jeff at theragcompany.com. That's Dane's dad. And you need to tell him that.
Yeah. He's the
We're-
big boss.
Ian, any recommendations on a DA around polish around the Euro
100-pound mark.
100-pound
Again,
big
Ian,
Porter
we
cable.
answered that.
Yeah.
Porter
That's really
cable,
heavy.
7424. Get on it.
It's a good
Luke
choice.
Berge, no, I didn't say anything inappropriate this time. Autocorrect destroyed what I wanted to say.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Luke.
okay.
You win some, you lose
Sure.
some. Okay, I'll read a few of these so we can kind of mix it up a little bit. Henry Figueroa. What's up, guys and gal? Are any of you planning on attending the Auto Geek and Barrett Jackson Detail Fest and Car Show here in Florida? Well,
Not this year, buddy. Sorry.
unfortunately, no. We have so many things on our docket already. It's insane for us. We're trying to really pick and choose. Substance B, not to be confused with Substance A, as Anthony always says. Levi mentioned a coating pen used by Ivan to test whether a coating is still on the paint or not a few episodes ago. Where can I get that?
Email Ivan at opticoat.com.
That's where you'll find him. All right. You better read this for me.
Herbie the Love Bug from G. Davis. Herbie the Love Bug 2, Cracker Barrel Revenge, starring Dane and Lindsay Lohan.
Cracker Barrel Revenge.
What does that even look like?
I don't know, but I love it.
Also, are we talking Lindsay Lohan now or like back in the early 2000s?
No, look at G. Davis. Would you please have Chase repeat all his questions? I missed a few. No, G. Davis, you can reach out to Chase Kwan. You can find him right here below, and you can message him. Get into his DMs.
Savage comments. I love it.
That's great.
Glossworks Garage. So if I do it with Pearl using Larry's method of foaming with IKs and wiping with microfiber towels, which microfiber towel would be good? Eagles or Terry towels would be better. Well, fun fact, Terry towels.
Yeah.
We've tested that.
Do the 16 by 27 car wash towels, and you'll have a good time.
That's actually really great. And it doesn't scratch. Anthony and I followed it with scan grips on the Elantra right after I'd coated it.
You checked
it
and
worked out
checked.
perfect. So
Look good.
Chase, Aaron's Random Life Builder at Scan Grip, David Roll, Business Development Manager of Scan Grip, said in the email, Dear Chase, you do not have to worry about unplugging the lights when fully charged. The PCM board and the lights make sure the battery is not over or discharged. But I believe I should believe someone who's a builder of Scan Grip. That's right, Chase. Good job.
Pretty sure
Aaron's
we
Random
just
Life,
said that
builder
he
of
was
Scan
a
Grip.
builder
We
of
did,
Scan
yeah.
Grip.
Chase Kwan, David Roll, Business Development Manager, also known as Aaron's Random Life. So
Scroll down here.
All right, time to scroll down a little bit more so
Aaron's
we can see
Random
what
Life.
is next. All right.
Is
As we
anyone there?
wait.
hello? They went home.
Jimmy might not actually be there.
Oh,
Jimmy's
no.
probably in the bathroom. No, there he
Oh,
goes.
they moved. Sorry, guys. We literally have a
we missed
readout
it.
of comments on our screen.
Go back up,
and
Jimmy.
Yeah, we need to go up a little bit more.
Go back
A
up.
little bit
Oh,
more.
wow, a lot more.
Keep going.
All right. Sorry, listeners. We're just
Right
catching
there.
up. There we
Right
go.
there.
Oh,
Okay.
Down a little
I never
bit.
mentioned Scan Grip. It's
There we
okay,
go.
Chase. I did mention a type of battery, though. Chase. Oh, I heard Anthony say he thinks you were also a builder at Scan Grip. Chase, but Scan Grip uses lithium ion, right? I should research again. So how would you tell the difference between visuals for coated car and bead maker without water beading on the car? Again, just it's a superpower I have, Chase.
It's an intuition.
It's hard to say. I just can tell bead maker cars and non-bead maker cars.
And he's not BSing. We've
It's-
tested this before. He actually, he tests flying
I'm
colors.
weird,
He
okay,
passes.
dude? That's why I do what I
Yeah.
do, and I've been in this industry for 25 years. So,
blind
yeah.
test.
So
Although not blind because he had to look at it. Anyway.
not blind test. Hans Closen, did any of you ever sprayed bead maker on the inside of the glass? What would it be? A plus side of doing that?
Yes.
It has an anti-fogging
It
agent.
has an anti-fogging agent, so it means if your plastics and your adhesives from a new car are still off-gassing, that film is going to be a lot less and a lot easier to remove than it would if you didn't have it on there.
Yep.
It's
And
handy
Aaron,
in a rainstorm on your windshield,
Yep.
too.
And Aaron says, Chase, Levi was being sarcastic, and yes, they do, but they have a chip inside to take care of the battery. Most basic lithium batteries don't have that. OC Detail in New Jersey.
What's Marco saying? We got to scroll down to find out. We're waiting for the scroll. Okay, there it is. Good evening, everyone. Here's a question for you. Breakbuster, in the pint bottle, can it be diluted? 3 to 1 or more? Sorry, I'm late, and this was already addressed.
Absolutely
If
Yes.
this
can.
was already
There you go.
addressed. But yes, you can.
Okay.
Hans, I'm letting my company change my job title to paint detective. Smiley
Instead of
face.
reconditioning
Instead of
employee.
reconditioning
Yes.
employee. That's right.
Hans, yes, I sprayed bead maker on the inside of the windshield, windows, and rear window to help dissolve off-gassing streaks. Good work, Chase.
Yeah.
Supposedly, it helps off-gassing from building up again as fast, and also helps a little with fogging and defogging. I may be wrong. The TRC fan may have. We just answered that.
Yep. They're just
Alan
a little
F.
behind, that's all.
Can most one-steps cut through and remove ceramic coating and be able to be redone? Yes. Some one-steps can.
It depends on the product.
Depends on the product.
And the
Depends on the
pad you're
pad.
using.
Correct, and that's right, Dane. Look, see, Dane's smart. He knows this
no.
stuff.
See, I pick up on stuff through osmosis.
Yeah.
I've watched enough
Yeah.
of you guys doing it that
Osmosis.
I figured out. And Morgan will too. So, we're
Aaron's Random Life.
Osmosis.
Bring a bead maker inside the car as a final level up. That's God Mode Ultimate if you're using the IK Multi. Yes. All right.
Morgan, why don't you get Chase's next couple questions here?
Which one are we at?
We're
now?
at
Chase
OC
at the
Detailing
bottom.
NJ. Chase Guan, second to the bottom.
So OC detailing, no, hasn't been asked yet. I believe Breakbuster is supposed to be used full strength. on-
Chase, you can dilute it 5 to 1 and still be effective.
Yeah.
So, and
We
OC
all-
detailing,
Yeah,
yes.
he also said on the pint or gallon bottle, it doesn't say anything on label to dilute compared to EnviroClean degreaser. It said to use full strength on the bottle, even back when the Rennie Doyle label was not on it.
It's an option, but we actually prefer to generally use these things diluted unless it's really necessary.
But if you're looking to foam it, you got to dilute it 5 to
Yeah.
1.
And we're not reading the next one because that's just
We got
somebody
tons
trying to
of
make
videos,
a word joke.
But it's Daniel Padilla.
Don't
our
read
good
Daniel
friend.
Padilla.
Hans Klosen, when using a paint gauge, would you use mils or microns, and why would you pick one above the other? It doesn't matter, Juan, or Hans, whatever you want to read it at, you can. So they're 25 microns equals 1 mil. So if you were to wash your car the day before the car meet, such as rides and coffee, I think he means cars and coffee.
Rides and coffee.
Would your quick
maybe
detail
it's
the whole
different
car
there.
after arriving? Or allowed to be slightly dusty for the 20-minute drive and still look good?
And we need to scroll down a little.
Wipe it down. Yeah,
Okay,
with some
right
quick
there.
detailer. That's the way it looks good. And especially if you're using like Optimum's quick detailer and gloss enhancer, it gives a little punch. Chase, sorry, first time thinking of going to a car meet. Yeah, dude, you pull up, you wipe it down. That's how you do it. Michael K. Films, how do you gain so many subscribers? I'm struggling so much. I've recently only reached 120 subs and I'm nowhere near monetization.
Michael, I'm going to be
Michael K.
honest with
Films.
you because I run our YouTube channel, and it's a slog, man. It takes a long time before you start to build up any kind
We've
of
had
momentum.
our YouTube channel for what, 4 years now? 5 years?
Yeah, we've been going since about 2014 on the videos. But you start small, and that's where everybody starts. Even the huge channels, they had to start there.
Even people like All Day Anthony they
Yeah.
have to start somewhere.
And you know what's funny? Especially,
Make
good
sure
point
you're
about All
producing
Day
good-
Anthony.
Make sure you're
Right.
producing fun content and
Yeah.
content that a lot of people want to watch.
Well,
you
I was
know?
gonna
a lot
say-
of SEOs.
I was
know?
going to point out that All
Pick
Day
the right
Anthony's
one.
channel is particularly interesting because it was a little bit smaller for a while, and then
It
just
was.
in the recent past, it actually had like an explosion of growth.
Well,
Yeah.
that was because he touched on a subject that I think the car industry forgot about.
He talked civics.
Yeah, he brought up a Civic.
Sounds like something I'd want to watch. I probably should check into this.
And
guy.
people were
Yeah.
down with that, and a lot of
Well,
them.
It was because he got stuck doing motorcycle vlogging,
Yeah.
and
He was
people really
motovlogging.
thought that was dumb. And then, even though he had,
No.
but it wasn't okay. I said that wrong. They thought the motorcycle vlogging was dumb. They loved the Grom vlogging because they thought that was cool. So he got a lot of views from that.
This guy's got all the same vehicles that I have. I really want to watch this guy. He
You'd
just-
love him. He's like, so he's got an Evo too, which is weird. But anyway, he
Same
created
interest. I like
Yeah,
he
he's
that.
created a
kind of
video
annoying.
like a Transformation Tuesday
Oh.
on a $1,500 car, but it took the internet by storm. So
I'll have to check it out.
it's pretty impressive.
Okay, so in the interest of here, I'll give you some basic explainers here, because basically the subject matter that works is he chose a Civic. He has a Civic. That's a car that's very popular.
I don't know why
Everybody
you're
knows
pointing
what a
at me,
Honda
Dane.
Civic
I
is.
don't know
I'm sorry,
why.
All Day Anthony.
He
is
was
not actually
referring
here.
He was
So,
referring to you.
Think of it in these terms. What are more people, a larger base of people, broad, more likely to know? And that's the stuff people are going to be searching for. Civics
Right,
get searched a lot more for than something like a Subaru SVX, like my first car. I deliberately pick obscure stuff, but the problem is that's not good for views.
Nobody cares about
a lot of
Subaru
people
SVXs
are not
except for
searching for Subaru SVXs.
Right, like
a lot of
that would
people
be
are
a-
searching Civics. And when it comes, it's accessibility. It reaches people. So if
Well,
you have
it's
that kind
like-
of subject
yeah.
matter, it does help.
Well, it's like Morgan's car is very popular.
Yeah,
So
M3s are
her
really
YouTube
popular.
channel
BMWs.
got tons of. I mean, her Instagram page.
The most
Yeah.
the most
Lots of
popular
hits because
cars
people like seeing
Are
that.
BMWs
on YouTube are
and
BMWs,
Uh-huh.
Lamborghinis,
And
and
Elantras,
Hondas.
Hyundai Elantras,
I don't know about that.
2006.
Any rate, you got to think of it in terms of like, am I trying to build the biggest audience,
7
or am I
minutes,
trying to
Dean.
cultivate the people that I
There we
really
go.
want who care about my stuff?
Let's
And
Let's kick
G.
it.
I can
Davis,
talk a
does
lot
this
more
mean
about it
I asked too many
later.
questions. I know I do. Sorry, I really like participating. Chase, we love you.
Chase, we love you. Keep
Michael
keep
K,
asking.
what's the best way to promote? Just promote them, dude. Be on there. Do your Facebook, do your Reddit, do your Instagram, all that stuff.
Miguel says, I don't have any compressed air to clean my pads or a pad washer. To clean them between passes enough to spray them with water and brush them while I turn them. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
You can do that, yes.
Please, what's
please.
it like cleaning product channel?
Wait,
What is this?
wait,
like
is
a
this-
clean? Yeah, dude.
yeah.
It is. Mike, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
We do a lot of that. We
Louise-
also have a media company.
Says, is iron remover really safe on paint? Yes, it
Yep,
is. Just
totally
rinse
safe.
it off. Do you already have the link for the coating detection pen?
No.
No, we don't.
Don't have a link. Reach out to Ivan
ceramic
at
coating.
optimumopticoat.com.
WD-40, Michael, that is a thing, yes. S for, Bait Addict
Bait
says,
Addict.
so now that PNS isn't there, real talk, is Pearl safer than O&R when using it as a rinseless foam pre-soak? Also, Pearl seems cheap, but the dilution isn't so great against others. O&R is still king. Pearl is a
For
great
rinseless,
option
yeah.
if you're wanting to see some
But the
suds
fact
and
is,
foam.
the thing that makes Pearl unique is that it can be used
both
all
ways.
those different ways.
Which a lot of
It's-
other things
it's
can't.
versatile.
So for the people I want to foam O&R, that is your answer.
And it's
What do,
slick.
what do you guys think of the Kevin Brown method for compounding polishing?
Love it. Works just fine. I
Yep.
don't always prime everything though.
Me either, man. I just F and send it. So Chase one says Rides and Coffee is Chemical Guy's location. Oh, we don't talk about
okay.
them.
Okay.
Chase, that's what I meant by Rides and Coffee, not Cars and Coffee.
They
Okay.
probably changed it due to
Paint Corrector wants to say that All Night Anthony got the fresh haircut. Dane looking like a rock star. Spring vibes. Boys and girls, what's do you take in your coffee? And yes, a YouTube channel.
Gotta scroll
Scroll
down
down.
a little bit more to see what. Okay, there we go.
I like my coffee
YouTube
black.
takes
Like,
work.
I'm not going to make that
Chase.
reference.
What do you guys think? Be cheating by going to Chemical Guys Rides Coffee and Community use Bead Maker? I tell them it's a Chemical Guys sealant out of respect.
Not at all. Spread the word.
Tell them it's
That's-
Bead Maker.
I mean, if you just start
Bead
using it in front of
maker.
everybody,
Yep.
they're either going to kick you out or they're going to let you do it. You'll find out.
I mean, I want Morgan at the Detailer's Domain event. I was just literally just asking if she was coming. We know, Luke. We're just giving you crap.
Bait Addict
Hard
says,
time.
thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
He
you,
gives
Bait
us
Addict. Enjoy
he's
your
giving
day.
us a weird hand emoji thing there.
It's the upside down got him.
All right.
Okay.
So now we have a few minutes where we can reflect on some of these if you want to
we
expand
got
on
any
them.
more?
Nope, that's the bottom I checked. So we can expand on these a little bit if you want to talk about any of these particular
Dane
ones.
loves talking about
channel.
growing a channel.
I just
So
like
I
talking.
guess how do we take our coffee? I like my coffee. I like Americanos. Is that what they're called?
Yep.
Americanos.
Cold coffee.
Well, no, I say them hot, but it's just an espresso shot in water is basically
Yeah.
what it is.
Okay.
And I like
Yeah.
that. I think it's delicious, and I enjoy a little bit of Splenda in that.
Okay.
Levi will enjoy the occasional.
My coffee, the way I like to take it,
Is
is
Diet
usually
Pepsi.
in a 44-ounce cup filled with Diet Pepsi.
He's a man of class
Yeah.
and taste and
Today, though, I'm
distinction.
just drinking some water with some Mio, a little flavor shot in there.
Yeah.
Dane likes lots of creamer. Dane's a creamer guy.
Am I though? I
He-
drink coffee
Dane
black
likes
too
cream.
from time to time,
Ah,
but I'll throw in
Dane-
Italian sweet cream if I'm going, basic.
Dane fills
But,
his. Dane puts
him-
ice cream.
No, him
in
and
his.
Liz love cream in the coffee. Liz is a cream addict.
I actually use those. What are those syrups? Tirani syrups.
Yeah, Toronto
use
syrups.
The caramel and
Yeah.
the
Use the
you know-
sugar-free versions.
Yeah, I actually get those when
Nice.
I was doing keto. That was how I did my coffee because that
Yeah.
was the easiest way to get some
And
flavor in there.
Morgan
Yeah, knock out
likes
some
black
carbs.
coffee.
Depends on my mood. Sometimes I feel like I'm in
She gets a
a
frappuccino.
an iced
caramel.
caramel macchiato with extra caramel
Yeah,
caramel
That's
drizzle.
what I used to drink back in the day.
She comes in every day with a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for local places, who's your one? You got Black
I used
Rock.
to be a
you've
Moxie
got-
Java guy.
I don't like Black Rock. I don't like
Bros.
Human Bean. I don't like any of those.
That's funny because
I
I like
don't-
all those.
I don't drink Dutch Bros coffee. I only go there if I want Rebels. I go to Starbucks for coffee.
You
or
go to
I
Dutch Brothers for Red Bulls? You can get those at the grocery
for
store.
Rebels.
and they're cheaper.
Oh, Rebels.
Blended
oh,
Rebels.
different.
I thought you said Red Bulls. I
Sweet
was
Tart
like,
Rebel with pomegranate drizzle.
It's like getting water out of the sink.
All right. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just one of those things to where, like I said, everything that Morgan had just said there, she is expensive. She goes to Starbucks for her coffee, only Starbucks.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of us would be absolutely happy drinking the
Gas station
the
coffee
bean
couldn't
water
be me.
from.
I go to Jackson. I used to go to Jackson's because they have really good coffee.
Yeah,
They
Jackson
spent a ton of money
I
on
rest my point.
Your case.
the rest of your
Levi.
No, they
or-
literally
Still trying
like
for
the
that accent,
No,
huh?
Jackson's has gone through a huge setup to try and make some really good coffee,
Yeah.
and I
You
used
could
to drink
actually
theirs.
buy their coffee. I
You can
believe.
actually buy their coffee.
like
yeah.
like a bagged like roasted.
Yeah, they've
bean
done a
coffee,
lot
yeah.
I mean, they're doing iced coffee. They're doing.
You kind
the
of got to
cold
try
brew.
for it to show up in stores.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
but-
I've been taking people, and they're like, "Well, this is really good."
Luke Berg, you brought
Not
up a
what you
good point. He
expected.
talked about the swirl killer coffee. That is some serious
It's very strong.
It
Put it
is
that way.
strong. Yeah.
Oh, there's some new comments we can get. Patty, veteran detail.
GR Detailing. Did you ever get your built Hamburg clay bars? Not yet, dude.
Not yet.
Not yet. Thanks, guys. Have a getter evening. You too, Hans. S4 lol. Nobody besides Dane is too impressed about explaining other comments. You guys are great. Time to leave the office. Well, get out of here.
I try.
Luke
Sorry,
Bergen,
bud.
most Americano would be swirl killer coffee. Veteran detail. Sorry to be late to the show today. Busy with a sick 41 Ford Super. I saw that, Patty. That thing's dope. Looked great.
So sick in a
Uh,
good way, not sick as
yeah.
in it's on its,
Yeah,
last
that's bad.
legs.
It's bad. After tinting car windows, how long do you wait till using an ammonia-free glass cleaner to remove any scuff marks from the squeegee? Good
Ask
luck,
a window
man.
tinner.
Yeah, ask the window tinner.
I
Chase,
avoid
sorry, bud.
squeegees in general.
Dane seems like a sweet cream kind of guy.
He is.
I
Corrector.
am a sweet cream kind
Caramel
of guy.
Drizzle was Dane's rap name. G. Davis from the back.
What up?
Oh, that's a good way to go out.
Hey.
So, Tuggles is back. What's your guys' craziest detailing
We'll
stories?
have to save
You're gonna
that
have
for
to save
next
that,
week.
Patrick.
Oh,
Sorry,
man.
brother. All right,
Well.
you guys have fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be sure to share, like, comment, and subscribe.
Patrick, don't worry. Patrick Tuggles there. Your comment came in right at the mark, so we're not going to answer it right now, but we will answer it in the next podcast.
There we
show.
go.
We will talk.
George Spada was here all for the show. Just so
Very
you know.
good, George.
Thank you, George.
Very
we appreciate
good.
it.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'm not sure if it's Tim in the other room, so I don't know if he's going to shut off this feed. So, we'll watch Anthony.
all right.
Make sure he
It's
doesn't
probably
say
Jimmy.
anything questionable on his way out the room. But, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
If you're
We'll see
catching
ya.
us later, not live, you're probably on the podcast. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and you follow us on Spotify. We've
And
been working
baseball
on that
season
lately.
starts, so
Oh
make
my
sure
God,
you
you're gonna
follow
knock
my
something
favorite
over.
team, the Red Sox.
All right, guys. Thank
See
you
you
so
guys.
much. We will catch you later. Adios.